Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Can you tell me about that day?
There was a huge assembly, and then he came to the gym and he announced it.
I would like to honor a warrior that is right here.
I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor kidney cancer.
Colin McGee. We're going to fly you and your family to Universal Studios in Los Angeles to meet Adam Levine. Yes!
I got there, and then we went to Santa Monica Pier, and the water felt good, and I found a bunch of cool rocks, and then we went to The Voice the next day. I got to meet Adam Levine after the show, which was amazing.
I'm Bob Giles, and I believe every business should give back. Join me at gilesgivesback.com.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investment.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
If you could fly, you can play hide and go seek in the clouds. I want to be a pilot. So you can see the whole entire world. If you could fly, you could see the whole world whenever you want.
You're really gonna go on a plane with a pilot. Your dream's gonna come true.
Please join us in supporting Dreams Come True of Louis.
Down on the field with head coach Thomas Bachman, coach, and it's week 10 already. I know each week we've talked about it seems like something new. This is week 10. This is all that we're guaranteed is 10 games on this. Take me through a little bit of that.
Yeah, got to earn it. It's amazing how fast it goes. I think we say all the time, you and I, the days are long, but the years go fast. And, it's been another, regular season at least, that we're wrapping up tonight, senior night, get to honor these seniors that have poured so much into our program, and certainly want to send them out with, with a bang tonight, and then get ready for, whatever comes this weekend. The main focus is here on tonight, finishing the regular season strong here in District 1.
We talked to a lot of the seniors last night who came out to walk-ons for the show, and each one of them that I talked to, and I've talked to a lot of them through the year, not just the three that were with us last night, but this senior class is a tight-knit group, and you know that they're coming out here tonight to leave everything on the field and leave another legacy.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you go through all that they go through, put in the amount of time that you put in. You spend a lot of time in that locker room and out here on these fields, and you form a bond. You've been through some difficult times, some hardships. The winter conditioning, the summer conditioning. Those are not easy days, and the dog days of summer, as they say. And so you form a bond through all that stuff, and it's been a great group. We love, been a part of a lot of great moments, and I'm hoping they're a part of a few more great moments before it's all said and done.
You talk about a bond. You told me earlier today that you were able to talk to Stanford fullback and Ash alum Shield Taylor, and it's good to see those guys having success. Stay in contact with the program.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best thing about what we do. And, eventually the relationships are the only thing that you have left, and that's the best part about this thing. So the fact that a lot of those guys are having success while they're off and playing and chasing their dreams and living their life, and it's fun to stay in touch with them. So I know that meant a lot to me, just staying in touch with the boys.
And he's gonna walk away with a pretty good degree.
Yeah,
before it's over
that's
with
right,
too.
man.
West Ouachita on offense and defense tonight. Take me through a little bit of the X's and O's.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of the same of our district. They're going to be in the I formation. Coach Hunt was at West Monroe a long time. He's the offensive coordinator now at West Ouachita, and he's done it at a high level. And some of the best our state has to offer as far as, there's nothing that he hadn't seen. I mean, but as far as, schematically, formations, just the way they look, it's what we get out of our district. Will look a lot like Ruston, West Monroe, Ouachita, as far as the way that they attack you. They'll get in the gun. I mean, we'll see what their plan is tonight, but they want to establish the ground game in the eye on offense, and then defensively they're going to play 4 down. I would anticipate they're going to have a little bit of an umbrella, trying to keep us underneath and make us earn touchdowns, not give us the big play over the top. Playing some soft quarters coverage tonight.
Hopefully that's the only umbrella that we see
right.
or we need tonight.
Right.
The weather looks like it's clearing up a little bit. Going to hold off until after the game. We talked to the defensive players last night too, Coach, and the ones that was there. Ethan was there, Tay was there, Jay was there with us as well. They've got a hunger to come out and prove in what could be the last home game. We extrapolated out to be the quarterfinals when we got there, but senior night, they want to come out and show that hunger and that strength that they showed towards the end of the second quarter and the second half at West Monroe last week.
Yeah, you certainly want, your last game here at your home stadium to go out with a win. I know they certainly, last one on this grass field could be the answer to a trivia question one day or so, but yeah, I mean, there's a hunger to play, a hunger to win, a hunger to go do their job, and that makes them fun to coach.
There you go. Coach, I'm going to let you go do your job as well. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be our keys to the game. It'll be our starting lineups. We'll do all of that when we come back. You're watching Ash Trojan Football exclusively on 446 Sports.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Going to send it down to the field for the senior night festivities here at J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium. Those of you that joined us at 6:15 caught the first part of our pregame along with the interview with Coach Thomas Bachman. We're going to throw it down to the field. Again, those of you watching on Facebook, we don't own the rights to any of this music, so don't kick us out. So there you have it. Down to the field. We'll be back up in the booth right after the senior night festivities. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy your night here at J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium.
Good evening, everyone. We would like to thank you for joining us tonight as we honor our seniors who have worked so hard and contributed greatly to our school during their time, the Alexandria Senior High. We will begin with our senior football players. Andre McCoy, number 20, is a one-year member of the football team. He is being escorted tonight by his father, Kevin McCoy. Upon graduation, Andre plans to pursue a career in computer science. Bryce Rushing, number 5, is a one-year member of the football team and currently serves as defensive team captain. He is being escorted tonight by his parents, Crystal and William Laughlin. Upon graduation, Bryce plans to play Division I football at Stephen F. Austin and study sports medicine. Deshaun Cooper, number 81, is a 4-year member of the football team. He is being escorted tonight by Michael and Shawnee Cooper. Upon graduation, Deshaun plans to pursue a degree in creative writing. Datlin Cunningham, number 3, is a 1-year member of the football team. He is being escorted tonight by his mother, Cheryl Guidry, and father, David Cunningham. Upon graduation, Datlin plans to pursue a degree in physical science and play college football. Dwight Miner, number 91, is a 4-year member of the football team. He's being escorted tonight by his parents, Dwight and Tashira Minor. Upon graduation, Dwight plans to attend college and continue playing football. Eric Jones, number 14, is a 2-year member of the football team. He's being escorted tonight by his parents, Warren and Valerie Green. Upon graduation, Eric plans to attend Southern University and major in business. Ethan White, number 15, is a 4-year member of the football team. He is being escorted tonight by his grandparents, Randy and Tina White. Upon graduation, Ethan plans to attend college and pursue a degree in physical therapy. James Harrington, number 85, is a 4-year member of the football team and currently serves as a team captain. He is being escorted tonight by Roger and Carla Harrington. Upon graduation, James plans to attend college. Jay Sullivan, number 30, is a 3-year member of the football team. He is being escorted tonight by his aunt Renita Gay. Upon graduation, Jay plans to attend NSU and pursue a degree in engineering. Joe Bordelon, number 4, is a 4-year member of the football team. He is being escorted by his parents, Joe and Leslie Bordelon. Upon graduation, Joe plans to attend college and continue his athletic career. John Barajas, number 9, is a 4-year member of the football team. He is being escorted tonight by his mom, Shauna James, brother, Robert Wrighton, and sisters, Chia Barajas and Shio Wrighton. Upon graduation, John plans to attend Mississippi Valley State and play college baseball. Joshua Marie, number 7, is a 3-year member of the football team and currently serves as a team captain. He is being escorted tonight by his mother, Andelle Marie. Upon graduation, Joshua plans to serve in the military as well as attend college and pursue a law degree. Amarian Mack, number 42, is a 2-year member of the football team. He is being escorted tonight by his parents, Oscar and Denitris Mack. Upon graduation, Amarian plans to pursue a degree in computer science and hopes of becoming a web developer and stock trader. Ronan Gonzalez, number 67, is a 4-year member of the football team. He is being escorted tonight by his mother, Mindy Gonzalez. Upon graduation, Ronan plans to attend CLTCC in hopes of becoming a welder. Tay Frazier, number 8, is a 4-year member of the football team and currently serves as defensive back captain. He is being escorted tonight by his parents, Clinton and Aquanti Frazier. Now we will recognize the senior film crew and water girls for the football team. Jaden Gagowski is a 1-year member of the football film crew. She is being escorted tonight by her father, Ralph Gagowski. Upon graduation, Jaden plans to attend college. Michaela Davis is a 1-year member of the football team. Tonight, she is being escorted by her father. Upon graduation, Michaela plans to attend college. Morgan St. Pierre is a 1-year member of the football film crew. She is being escorted by her parents, Artie and Ariana St. Pierre. Upon graduation, Morgan will attend a university and major in sports medicine in hopes of becoming an athletic trainer. Carly Chow is a 1-year member of the football water girls. She is being escorted tonight by her mother, Rose Chow, and her brother, Charlie Chow. Upon graduation, Carly plans to attend Southern University and pursue a degree in nursing. Janaskia Armstrong is a 1-year member of the football water girls. She is being escorted tonight by her mother, Heather Armstrong. Upon graduation, Janaskia plans to attend Southern University and major in nursing. Margaret Claiborne is a 4-year member of the Football Water Girls. She is being escorted tonight by her sister, Alyssa Jackson. Upon graduation, Margaret plans to attend ULM and pursue a degree in education. Sanaya Guy is a 1-year member of the Football Water Girls. She is being escorted tonight by her Uncle Joe. Upon graduation, Sanaya plans to attend college and pursue a degree in nursing. Thank you, seniors, and congratulations on all your accomplishments during your time at Alexandria Senior High. And last, but certainly not least, a surprise for you, Sophia Cruz. She is a 2-year member of the football film crew. She's being escorted by her mother, Lorena Cruz, and coach, Skip. Upon graduation, Sophia plans to attend a university and major in kinesiology.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, apparel and promotions in Pineville.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
And we are back, JL Butch Stoker Stadium. Coach Ernie Lott finally joins us up here. You eating some of that pulled pork is what it looked like.
I'm full now. I don't even know if I'll stay awake the whole time.
How many samples did you have while you were cutting it up?
Well, I can't go there.
Okay, we're gonna
I did
stay
leave my wife a little bit. She said I was smelling it all night while I was cooking, so she said save her a little bit.
Coach, it's been one of those type of pre-games on there. What? Give me a little insight now. We'll go over to your keys to the game. I know week 10, you've had 9 weeks plus a jamboree to work on this. We got to even the record at 5-5 tonight and launch ourselves into the playoffs. How exactly do we do that?
Well, that's one I think Coach touched on it in his in y'all's pregame talk and stuff. That this time of the year, it's got to be the want to by the kids.
Right.
You know, you got a 4-5 record. If you win tonight, you finish 5-5. It's pretty much sure to playoff. But I know in the years that I coached, it takes a lot of deep down want to, if you bet for a better word, to go that extra week, 2, 3,
right,
whatever it takes to, in the playoffs, and especially when, everybody's going and, having a big time party and another sport is starting and all that. So tonight, I think it's the want to, first of all. Second of all, offense has got to execute better. Coach touched on that, players making plays.
Right.
There were several opportunities. The Trojans last week could have, a drop pass, a slight overthrow, fumble. I thought the defense played really well.
Right.
In order to win the game, they did what I thought they should do, hold them to 2 touchdowns, and they did. And the offense obviously gave up a touchdown, and that was probably the difference in the game. And the third thing is just play solid. This late in the year, there's not a whole lot of changes you can make. You might have a few injuries here and there, but just players do what they're supposed to do, play their game, and they'll come out successful tonight.
There you go, Coach. Thank you for your keys to the game out there. This is going to be an exciting one, to say the least. Trojans, by way of a really, really tough schedule, find themselves at 4-5. There are a lot of teams with more wins than them looking outside the playoffs in, but it goes back to the depth and the strength of who you're playing by scheduling a team like a Karen Crow, a St. Thomas More, East Ascension, those type of games in the first half, the non-district slate, and then you roll into District 2-5A and you got the likes of Ruston, West Monroe, and Ouachita in their games, and here comes West Ouachita, who arguably is having one of their best seasons that they've had in a long time. And so Coach Rainwater and that group has them ready to go. We know that it is going to be an exciting night. They sit at 5-4, both teams at 1-3 in district play. So looking to get that second win. Both teams with wins over the Rebels of Pineville, who have yet to put a win on the board this season, and they face a daunting task over on senior night at Sandy Canyon. There you can see that broadcast, well, in a couple of places, quite frankly, but we won't necessarily go into that right now. But great to have Rich and Nathan on the call in that one. Of course, you see Menard played last night, went down and got Coach Charles a big win in Glen Oaks is where they were at last night, and that we believe will put Menard into the playoffs. Buckeye playing out the streak tonight in theirs and not doing so well in that one. Chuck's got an update from Gene, I believe.
Well, actually, that one is 22-0. Gina over.
22-0. Gina's over Buckeye.
34-0. Ouachita.
34-0, and that was a game that we saw early on that Ouachita went up 6-0 in that game. Pineville hit a big play and got them down 1st and goal inside the 5 and failed to get into the end zone. And so ready for that season to get over with. We look to see a lot more of the Rebels next season, most definitely. Coach, a little bit of a pregame show that's drug on a little bit. They'll get the guys back out there and get them stretched again. But tell us about, homecoming, back when you coached, and I won't get into how many years ago that it was, the leather helmets and such. But the homecoming festivities you know about, senior night festivities, it's not as there's not the party and all of that that's going on around it with homecoming and all, but it's still some distractions.
Well, yeah, and it's an emotional time. I know for seniors, you're fixing to go off school. This could be your last game or next to the last game possibly, and that's what I was talking about. Hopefully they're focused on it. You want to do well, playing in front of your parents and some of your relatives and stuff. So, that part of the game I think is good. But at the same time, I noticed tonight, I don't know where it's the weather or we got a late arriving crowd. There's not a whole lot of folks here. I don't know if there's anything else going on in town, but.
Well, trick-or-treating's over with and no more fall festivities. Normally, though, Coach, and I echo that, you'll see cars lined up alongside, opposite where we're at, of folks trying to get in here, but I don't see that tonight. Disappointing crowd. I think the weather might have held some of them back, and again, we encourage folks to not watch the broadcast, but come out here and see it live. So there's still time to get down here. West Ouachita has brought a pretty decent crowd over here. They're scattered. We've seen other teams that come down and make the trip that don't bring that many people.
Right, and just we were just talking about it with the radio crew from West Ouachita. There's no easy way to get from Western Ouachita to anywhere or get from here to West Ouachita. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere, and the roads are slightly bigger than pig trails, but, they did turn out. I see they got their band over there on the other side, and they're starting to walk out on the field, so we're going to kick this thing off here shortly.
I drove a trip from Natchitoches there, the Cane River Commissary, and went over to West Monroe to Landry Vineyards. And I'm driving along, and I'm like, man, this is really taking a while. And I'm winding down these roads and I passed West Ouachita, and I said, man, I have taken the back roads indeed. We don't. Every time we go there, such great people. The fan, everybody that we talk to are wonderful people. So it's great to get up there to West Ouachita, but it's just difficult to get up there to West Ouachita. Speaking of the Chiefs tonight, when you'll see them on the field, it's going to be Cadillac left and Cadillac right. Cadillac Ford will carry the ball. Went over 1,000 yards in his last game, and you're going to see the junior running back really tote the rock tonight. May throw it 4 or 5 times, Coach. The over and under is 5.5 on attempted passes from West Ouachita tonight. When they do throw the ball, quarterback Sam Ozark, the sophomore QB, will get back there and throw the ball. His main target is Seth Clampett. He likes to find the senior wide receiver out there. And remember, we told you Ozark, just the sophomore. So you got Ozark as a sophomore, Cadillac Ford as a running back, who is a junior. And the Trojans come in and they can stop that run, then should be okay tonight in this one.
I like those all-star names. I mean, that's some TV names there with the
Ozark and Clampett and Cadillac. That's right. Should be a great night of football for the Chiefs. Going to throw it down to the field as we're getting ready for our presentation of colors, our national anthem, and prayer as the rain starts to make its way in. We're going to throw it down to the field right now.
It's Friday night at Brooks Stadium. Here comes your Ash Trojans. Tonight's color guards are being presented by the Alexandria Senior High School Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps Program Color Guard. The color guard is commanded by Cadet Second Lieutenant Jordan Dunlap. Other members of the color guard, Cadet Second Lieutenant Samantha Dock, Hayden Call, Cadet First Sergeant Benjamin Melder. At this time, could you please stand for tonight's invocation by Reagan Monroe, followed by the Trojan Band in the National Anthem.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to gather here today. Please watch over the players, coaches, officials, and parents as they compete and allow them to play to their best ability. Please bless the seniors and their parents as they move on with all their future endeavors and protect everyone as they travel home tonight. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Go Trojans.
Oh, glory in all her splendor, and we are ready to get this thing going. Great job by the folks here at Alexandria Senior High with their presentation of colors. Can't tell you the captains for tonight's ball club, Joe Bordelon, John Barajas, Bryce Rushing, and James Harrington, waiting to get those from the other side of the field. Looks like number 65, boy, that wind is picking up on our ambiance mic out there. But let's just let you know what kind of weather it is. 65 is Kevin Sims Jr. Number 14 is Joe Pelto. Number 32 is there, and that is Dustin Miller. And number 55 is Blake Roberson. Make their way out there. Of course, West Ouachita will call this. Talked to Bachman beforehand. He said he wants the football tonight. He wants to come out aggressive, so don't look for them to defer. They should have the football no matter what. Great look down on the field, and welcome back, Coach, who did some touch-up work. That's what they did in the old filling stations when he was growing up. For a nickel, they'd fill her up and check the gas and wipe the windows.
The windshield, check the oil, everything, man. Put air in the tires, and you can't even get that done nowadays unless you go to a place full service.
And then it's $19 a gallon.
That was just a little while ago.
Coin toss is there. They'll look over at the Trojans, and he looks at Bryce. The Trojans have won the toss and should elect to receive the football if the intel that I have is correct, and it is. Trojans have won the toss, and they have elected to receive. They want to get that NASCAR offense out there pretty quick. And so we'll see Joe and that offense. Only question is, do they come out with just Datlin in the backfield, or will you see Datlin and JT? And I see JT coming along the sideline with him, so expect to see that big, heavy run formation from the Trojans tonight, starting this one out.
Well, and if you remember last week, we were real effective with the run, and then kind of got away with it at one point and started throwing the ball and went 3 and out a couple of times when actually we'd run it. But
and missed probably 2 or 3 shots. It would have been a big one. You know that play
touchdown, actually.
The play prior to the sack fumble would have been a 99-plus yard touchdown. As that would going back deep to receive. It is Eric Jones, and he's back there with J.T. Lindsay. You see that front line has Jimmy Duncan or that middle line, the protectors, in case there's anything short. James Harrington rests in the middle, and My Mingo to the near side where we are.
Well, and you hope that we can get a score here early because, you know, you're not sure about what the weather's going to do. Field could deteriorate, and it'd be nice to get a touchdown or two early in the game here.
Will Hillman standing there to kick it off, and he is angling dead towards the sideline. Doesn't look like he's going to try to put anything deep here.
Yeah, it looks like a sky kick or a pooch kick.
Something other than a natural kickoff, and this could be a game full of onside kicks tonight. And instead he just squibs it right down the middle, and Trojans are going to have to come up and get it. Got to play it. Harrington falls on it right there.
I don't know if he didn't see it or what, but he acted like he didn't even know the ball was there for a second. Nevertheless, it's going to be the Trojans' ball on the right at the 25, 26 start. They're going to mark it just in front of the 25-yard line.
And here comes that Trojan offense. Mingo will be the lone receiver to the top side, or correct, and that is Jalen to the top side. Mingo and Jones to the near side. In the backfield is Datlin Cunningham. Trojans will scrimmage 1st and 10 from their 26. Datlin's going to get it. He's going to come around to the near side looking for a seam. Makes a straight arm to the 30, 35. Goes Datlin to the 40, 42-yard line, and that is a first down for the Trojans. Coach, and when you move the chains, that's when you're able to get up and get in that tempo offense.
Right, and there was a nice job blocking by the offensive line. They pulled two linemen around and led around the corner there, and he had a nice run.
Snap is high. Joe's got it over to Mingo. Mingo's going to come up and catch it and get 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3 to Mingo out to the Trojans' 48-yard line. Impressive first couple of plays. Officially give him 6 on that one. Make it 2nd down and a long 4 to the 47 is where they mark it. Underway now here in the first. The Trojans moving left to right. High snap. Joe's got it again. Right up the middle goes Dat. He gets his second carry and second first down. Give him 7 on the play, 7 to Cunningham.
Got number, who's that, 12 checking in the game?
E.J. Scott makes his way in. He switches places with Mingo, and look for a steady diet of this throughout the night. Backing up now is Mingo, or correction, in the slot comes Johnson now in motion. They're slipping Cunningham out of the backfield. He picks it up, and Cunningham trying to get to the corner, going to be out of bounds. No, he's 30-20, knocked out at the 15.
Nice blocking by the wide receivers that time to get him further down the field.
Give him 30. We'll give him 37 on that reception to Cunningham. Cunningham picks up 37 on the catch.
Just looking at West Ouachita's secondary, they're a little bit on the small side.
1st down and 10. Cunningham gets it again. He's touched it all but one time on this play. Spun around down inside the 10. 10:39. You see that on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down at the bottom. Shows no score, but the Trojans looking to answer that right here. Mingo and Showtime to the top. Johnson there in the slot, kind of staggered off as Mingo. Straight eye formation is Lindsey. That pass goes out to Mingo. Mingo to the 10-5, touchdown. My Mingo, touchdown Trojans.
Well, that didn't take long.
13-yard touchdown reception from Bordelon to Mingo, and you'll see it actually give him a 9-yard.
What, a minute and 46 seconds to pick up a score.
Minute 46, that's right, and Mingo into the end zone. You see that courtesy of our instant replay. Mingo outrunning the swinging gate. Trojans look like they're poised to go for 2. Mingo calls for it. They're going to run the option. Mingo's going to keep it himself. Goes into the end zone. Trojans have it 8-0 early in this one. We'll be right back. You're watching Ash Trojan football exclusively on 446 Sports.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
We are set and ready to go here at J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium. And one thing I can say, Coach, is the Chiefs have scouted the tape, and they've got 9 people within 10 yards of the football preparing for that onside kick. But what that sets up is that one over the first, that middle wave that gives the Trojans an opportunity to go down here and pounce on it.
Yeah, well, one of them sky kicks where he kicks a tee, it would be good because there's nobody. Now they're backing up a little bit. I start to say around the 30-yard line would be excellent.
Just because the Trojans spread out doesn't mean that they will not do that this side. And that one is straight back. It's going to be caught at the 22-yard line by one of the upbacks. He's 30, now 35.
He's
trying to
quick
get to
as
the
a hiccup,
outside.
too.
Cuts back inside, and that is where Seth Clampett on the return does a good job. And now we will see the Cadillac come out. Antonio Cadillac Ford is number 2. He will get the ball throughout most of the evening. Clampett will get back in there sometimes in that Wildcat, but it's Sam Ozark at quarterback is what you'll see most of tonight, Coach. But very impressive drive for the Trojans starting out.
Yeah, I'd like to see the defense make them go 3 and out right here because they got excellent field position. I'm not too sure. I guess they've scouted the film and maybe they got a good return guy deep, but I thought we'd maybe kick it a little deeper than what we did.
As is normal for this Northeast brand of football, they tighten a big offensive line, and there's the toss to the near side. Cadillac's got it, and he falls down you give him a 9-yard pickup to the 45 of the Trojans, though, and it's going to be second down and short. Boy, what a great burst of speed.
Boy, he went by the first guy, and he ducked his head and didn't come close to making the tackle and picked up almost the first down.
Quickly to the outside goes Cadillac, and again went over 1,000 yards on the season a game ago. Fakes that. Now going back to passes, Ozark's got a man, and that is complete. Have to see is that is not who we've seen. That's number 40 that comes in with that one, and that is Eli Broussard. So we put this total at 5.5 on passes, Coach, and we already got 1.
Yeah, well, the cornerback definitely sucked up on that one. He went to sleep, and tight end released, and he had to catch up or it would have been a 6.
Just a tight bunch formation, and there goes Cadillac up the middle, grinding his feet.
Looks like the defense is going to have to make some adjustments here. They just getting run slap over right now.
That big battle for the District 2-5A championship. Ruston strikes first at 7-0. Bearcats on top of the Rebels. Go Bearcats. To the near side in motion comes Ford. Ozark in the backfield by himself now. Steps back looking for their second throw. He's rolling out. Pump fakes that way, coming back. And ball short hops the defender, Coach. And, man, if he's coming up and makes a run on that, got a good chance to catch that before it hits the ground.
Right. I'm not sure who he was throwing to. They had one dragging all the way across the field, number 5, and then they had Cadillac in the corner there. But nonetheless, it fell incomplete. It already 2 up on your total 5 throws.
Right. Here. Antonio Ford, number 2. They call him Cadillac. Good high snap, but Corral there running that inside screen. It is complete, and that's going to be a first down. That is caught by Clampett.
Got a helmet come off on number.
That is Clampett, whose helmet comes off, and he'll come off the field. But again, so that Ruston West Monroe coach, and West Monroe's run the district championship for like 27 years in a row almost.
Got one of the Trojans coming off with the shoulder again. Is that?
That is Barajas. Remember, he had that issue last week in one. Tight I formation again. One receiver to the top, first down and 10 from the 16. Toss goes to the far side, and Cadillac has it. Ford down inside the 10. They'll mark him outside it to the 11.
Press with West Ouachita's offensive line. They're coming off right now, and they're whipping the Trojan defensive front right now, getting at least 4 and 5 yards a pop.
And really in no hurry to get up to the line of scrimmage, of course, taking their time. And you want to shorten the game, shorten the amount of possessions that your opponent has. Second down and 6. Toss to the far side goes Ford. Ford spins around and inside the 3 to the 2, and that's a first down. It'll be first down and goal for this West Ouachita team, Coach. And there, the run tackling woes continue for the Trojans.
Yeah, they're carving up the defense. Unlike last week, they did a pretty decent job against West Monroe, but there's been several missed tackles here early, and there you go. That's that want to, sticking your shoulder and head up in there and putting it on somebody.
Ozark with the handoff in the middle. Touchdown is good. See who it is. Looks like that is Ford that comes out of there. Cadillac Ford has his first touchdown of the night. That's a 2-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. They come out in a little bit of swinging gait of their own.
Yeah, well, with it already down 2 points, look for them to probably do the same thing. And now they're going to kick it here.
Switch
Apparently.
over, lining up to kick it. That's number 31, Will Hillman. Low snap, kick is up, and it doinks off the upright and gets in there. That's Coach. That's some old pinball action. Did a little doink off the side and makes its way in
You'll
there.
have to explain what a pinball is to some of the folks out there.
Hey, well, Wayback's Arcade is around, so folks do that a
I
little
saw
bit more.
that.
7:17 to go. We'll take a break and be right back. Trojans lead at 8-7.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
We are back to JL Butch Stoker Stadium, 55-yard drive, 8 plays, 2 minutes off the clock. We sit at 7-17. Trojans with a 1-point lead, 8-7, via the 2-point conversion. And setting up once again is Hillman for that little sky kick and does it, angles towards the sideline, bounces around, is going to get past Lindsey. Lindsey picks it up at the 11-yard line, trying to get down the sideline, and will just go out of bounds.
The execution here is not very good. I don't know why the up guy didn't take it. He pointed to Lindsey behind him back there, and he didn't feel the ball, and Trojans going to start deep in their own territory. But
very, very similar schemes in this one. Coach Hightower coaching a lot like Coach Bachman and trying to keep the other team off balance. And here comes that Trojan offense led by Joe Bordelon at quarterback and Datlin Cunningham in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side. That's Eric Jones and Mingo Johnson, the lone receiver at the top, closest to that West Ouachita bench. Now he brings Mingo in motion, who settles into the backfield, and you're going to get motion called against the Trojans. So that 1st and 10 moves back to 1st and 15. And goodness.
This is one of those things that we talked about focusing right here, the want to, execution and all that late in the season. Trojans are not looking real sharp, even though they did score first.
Watch for the Trojans to run a little play action to Mingo and throw it deep over the top to Johnson here. We watched this play a little bit. No, it's going to just get it to Cunningham to the near side. Saw that play a lot in practice, Coach, that they like to do. And when they would bring Mingo back in motion, they would play action to him a little bit, because opposing teams watch the huddle films and they're seeing Mingo get the ball when he moves around. This time they're working the play action, go over the top.
Okay.
Buckeye, there you go. Chuck letting us know that Buckeye is in a weather delay. That is up at Gina, and they moved that start up to 6 o'clock trying to beat the weather. Toss to the far side goes Cunningham. Cunningham following his blockers. Spinning around, hits the circle button, and gets a few more yards. It'll be 3rd down and 3 now from the 17.
Yeah, I've been watching the radar on my phone, and looks like most of it is going a little bit north of Alexandria. The worst of it will probably get here later tonight.
JT Lindsey makes his way into the backfield for the Trojans, a little bit of more of a faster back, of course, than Cunningham. 2 receivers to the lone side, 1 to the top. There's a quick snap throw over. Johnson's got it for the 1st down. It's complete, spinning around now, breaking a tackle, still going, and he'll get down to the Trojan 41-yard line.
Yeah, their secondary, I'm just looking at them from up here. Don't look like the free safety looks like he might be a $150 at best. other safety, he's tall, but he doesn't not very big either. The one cornerback over here might be a 175.
A lot of the game planning had the Trojans going deep, but that cushion, and here comes Mingo now settling back into the backfield once again. There's that play action of Mingo, coach, that I talked about, and going over the top. That's the wheel route out to, we'll see if that's cut. That's Lindsay that's got that one. JT Lindsay gets that one. And that's about a 32-yard reception there for Lindsay. So borderline nearing 100 yards on the night. Passing gets the Trojans down first down and 10 to the Chiefs' 27-yard line. JT on the roll out of the backfield there. That toss now comes back to Cunningham.
Our own offensive lineman kind of got in the way of that time with a little help push from the Ouachita.
Well, West Ouachita is bringing people in there, and they're closing them in, and that's going to bring that, coach, the true tight end, Tanner Townsend, the sophomore, into the game. So they have Harrington there as the H-back, Townsend as a connected tight end in this one to help offset some of that penetration, the defense. And it works. There goes Cunningham, banging his way around up the middle, gets down to the 14-yard line. Just that extra blocker, coach, putting the same amount of hats on hats.
Right, and I like the way Datlin's starting to run behind his shoulders. He got those shoulders down and squaring up, and then picked up an extra 2 or 3 yards after contact.
First down and 10 carry for Cunningham. He bangs around inside the 9 to they'll give him the 9 inside the 10. Second down and 5-yard carry for Datlin. 4:49, now and counting here in the first. 4:46 on the scoreboard.
How about that little throwback there?
We do that just a bit. Joe hands it off, and Lindsay is trapped in the backfield all the way back to the 15-yard line.
Number 33, that must be the linebacker, came on a stunt that time, and he was in the backfield by the time he got the handoff. Somebody missed a block.
Well, they bring Townsend again. Now they wave him off and swap spots with Harrington. What you're going to have to see is go to that quick precision passing that they do, run the slant just a little bit, and Mingo seems to be open. Got a little bit of a cushion there, but Mingo to the pylon would be a good one here. Joe's rolling that way, and he's going to Mingo to the pylon, just overshoots him. Boy, that was wide. That play was perfectly drawn up, just overshot just a bit, and that'll be 4th down and 11. Expect the Trojans offense to stay out there and go for it.
Yeah, I think Joe would have been better off to just set his feet, and he tried to throw off his off foot that time and just kind of sailed it over his head.
Speaking of foot.
Gonna go for the field goal here.
But yeah, but your field goal kicker's not out there yet. Everybody's out there but the field goal kicker, and here comes Mesh now.
Well, that's when them soccer players, they don't know that what's going on until you tell them.
22, this will be a 32-yard attempt, and centering up a little bit more is Mingo. Just a smart play there by Mingo. Now he's got to get himself set. Snap is back, kick is up, 32-yard field goal. Will it sneak inside the upright? It does not. It just dips outside of it, so we'll keep it here. Trojans running on all cylinders, but bogged down inside the red zone, Coach, and unable to get there. And West Ouachita, the Chiefs will have it for their second possession of the first quarter.
Yeah, you got to give credit to West Ouachita. The defensive player made a nice play and got him behind the chains there, and then of course, a overthrow by Joe didn't help the situation either. But hopefully the defense made some changes and can stop them, because we certainly didn't on the first series.
Good crew up in the booth with us tonight. Of course, Chuck Perkins on the production side of it, only by my side. Roger Walker statting things for us tonight, and Brett Stallsby running the clock for us. Appreciate that. And, of course, I am wandering my way through this play-by-play event for you. Handoff goes up the middle. No, Ozark's going to keep that one, and he is going to be hit hard initially right there at the line of scrimmage. May give him about a half a yard.
It was a good thing he didn't pitch on that one, because I think the pitch man might have had the corner turned, but quarterback elected to keep it. And
I told Coach Mercer tonight pregame as he was walking on, we were doing some talking. I said I was predicting a scoop and score tonight. They'll take that if we intercept the pitch and take it back. That counts as well. Second down and a long 9. We'll still call it 10. 3:20 to go here in the first. Play action. No, it goes the other way. What a play.
Trickeration.
Not sure who's got that, but they're going to get 15 more at the end of it.
Well, he kept running along the sideline, though. The kid can't tell where he's at, but
tackled out of bounds after getting to the 44-yard line. That'll put it down around the 39 when they settle in. And Coach, this West Ouachita offense is reminiscent of one of those out of the Northeast Powers that we've seen in Ouachita, Ruston, and West Monroe.
Well, this is the best team I've seen in the few years that I've been calling up here that, you know, they're, as far as their running game goes, and they're competing against the Trojans. Nonetheless, I think maybe we're not exactly executing as well as we should be, but give credit to them.
I certainly agree. Not many yards marked off on that penalty. West Ouachita will have it from the Trojan 49-yard line. Coming in motion and shifting. And a timeout whistled by West Ouachita. Timeout, West Ouachita. We'll take it with them and be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Ash Trojan football on 446 Sports.
The 2022 Time Dealer of the Year, Bob Giles, is now the new Hyundai dealer in Senla. Bob earned the industry's most prestigious award out of 16,000 new car dealers nationwide.
Hi, I'm Bob Giles, and I promise our team at the all-new Giles Hyundai will do everything possible to live up to the high standards that earned us this most prestigious honor. And with the utmost enthusiasm, we greatly look forward to serving you.
Back to action we go here. Timeout taken by West Ouachita, and you see the count up along the bottom of the screen there, our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Ozark under center brings his man from the right to the left, a little bit more of an I formation, and that toss goes to clamp it to the first. That's Ford, and Ford gets hit pretty hard there. Jimmy Duncan knocks his helmet off of him, and Jimmy, Coach, was what kind of hit was that, Coach?
That was a slobber knocker lick right there is what that was. And if that would be a pros, that would be a targeting call, and he'd probably be out of the game.
He comes up with the shoulder when he hits him there. We'll see that on the replay. He was hooked up with the blocker that was on there and just kind of blocked off into it. 2nd down and 1, 9-yard pickup. So Ford had to come off the field. We know he doesn't do that too often.
Well, the defense is definitely – they're getting the best of us right now as far as scheming.
Watch for Ozark to keep this one himself. You go, the fullback gets that and goes up the middle, and that was our downfall in that Ruston game, Coach, as that fullback would go. And so the recipe for giving these Trojans some grief.
Straight at them.
Right at them, right at the teeth of that defense.
Well, and that's combination of two things. Of course, I'm just me coaching. Our defensive line is standing up and getting pushed off the ball, and our linebackers are not meeting the play in the hole, and they're waiting and catching the guy 4 and 5 yards down the field. So, you know, I'm sure coaches will coach them up on the sideline, but we're definitely getting too high.
Ford now back in there, had to take a play off because the helmet came off on that last hit. Play action there. Ozark looking deep, going over the top, and it is just over the outstretched hands of Clampett, and I mean, Coach, just an inch or two away, and that's kind of what's been the downfall of the Trojans this season. Is it's been a few inches over the outstretched hands, and that saved a touchdown that time.
Right, got to give credit to West Ouachita. That's a nice offensive line blocking that time. Gave him time to throw the ball, and he was surrounded, but nobody got to him. Cadillac back in the game again, I see.
2nd down and 10 from just outside the 30-yard line. I formation toss goes to Cadillac. He gets to the far side, spun around there, and is going to keep going. Will find himself down around the 25, 26-yard line. Coach, and this is they come out, and it seems like the Trojans in the second half are phenomenal. They seem to make adjustments, but would just like them to start out a little bit quicker on defense.
Well, and here again, I think that's the want to, the physicality. I mean, you got to step it up from the get-go, and they're just flat getting their behinds whipped up front. And, the running back, give him credit, he's running hard, but we had 3 guys right then, had a shot at him, and he spun out of it.
3rd down and 4. That's that Wildcat formation that we saw. Cadillac does get back into Wildcat, and I asked them a little bit, the radio crew that's up here from West Ouachita, I said, look, does Cadillac get back into Wildcat Indian? They said, no, not really. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Well, he is now.
They were sandbagging on me is what they were doing. Yeah. 4th down and 1.5 yards to go.
you got to know that West Ouachita is going out there. They're fighting, Coach, for a home playoff game.
Right. You got to bring the house right here, but you got to take a chance on if they try to throw it. But I would bet on the run right here.
Watch the fullback right up the middle. That's been the downfall of the Trojans. We've said a lot of games this season. Trying to draw them offside. And now watch the second time out of the quarter and of the first half called right there. 4th down and a long one. Coach, we'll leave it right here. We want to make sure that we don't miss any of this action. And very pivotal point in the ball game. Call a timeout there. Thought about perhaps drawing him off sides. But, man, you're in that. You're torn between be aggressive and stop the play, but don't jump.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you wanted to get off on the ball, but if you teach them good enough, watch the ball, but that's easier said than done sometimes because you get amped up and really want to make a play and then jump off sides. That time the Trojans did a good job, but we really need to stop right here. I'm definitely impressed with West Ouachita. This is the best I've seen them look in
best
number
West
of years.
Ouachita that I've seen since we've been calling it. They made quick work of the Pineville Rebels a couple of weeks ago. 29 seconds left here in the first. You see that courtesy of our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down along the bottom. Trojans with an 8-7 lead. It's just the difference in the 2-point conversion.
Buckeyes back at it. They trail 30-6.
Fullback does get it right up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. And, that first man right through. And here comes the rain here to Butch Stoker Stadium.
Got a lineman down for West Ouachita. He's slow to get up. Looks like he's going to hobble off.
I think he was just piled on from everyone.
Yeah, he's trying to suck it up.
Back to where we were the first game of the season, that Karen Crow game when all of the rain came in. Put a little rain X on our window pregame to prepare for just such an event.
Well, the squeegee man, he's falling down on a job here.
Well, the squeegee man realized it was raining, and he's not going back out there. A lot of umbrellas come up. It may never rain in Tiger Stadium, but it certainly rains here at Butch Stoker Stadium, and that's going to wind things down for the first quarter of play. Into one, Trojans lead at 8-7, but the West Ouachita Chiefs are marching. We'll be right back. You're watching Ask Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, apparel and promotions in Pineville.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Welcome back to the second quarter here from J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium. Rain starting to come down. Not a heavy rain, Coach, but just a similar to this rushing game of West Ouachita. It's just enough to annoy you and be effective.
Yeah. At least I'm not sitting out in it. That's one good thing.
First down and 10. Lone receiver goes to the top of the field. Ozark under center, toss to Ford, and he's going to break a tackle, being chased by Frazier, but going to get inside the 5 and into the end zone. Oh, they're going to mark him. Thought they were going to mark him out of bounds. They did not. Touchdown, Cadillac Ford, and he gives West Ouachita their first lead of the game here, and it is 13-8.
Yeah, we were discussing during the break there that just there's no fire in the Trojans at all. They're just going through the motions. There's no enthusiasm on the sideline. It's like, just let's get this thing over with.
And we talked to a lot of the seniors last night and said they wanted to really come out here and leave a mark in this one. I said, how do you start fast? They said, we've got to bring that intensity that we had in the second half of the West Monroe game. But, Coach, it's just not Not there. That extra point kick is up, and it is good. 14-8. The Chiefs lead this one. We'll keep it right here as we just had the break. 11:49 to go. 14-8 in this one. You see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Want a big shout out to all of our sponsors, Walk-Ons, of course, who has welcomed us into the Coaches Show all year long. We've had a lot of great times out there on Thursday nights and, well, some Tuesday nights and an occasional Wednesday night, but have certainly had a good time. Great sponsors of ours. Sadler's Towing brings that Coach Bachman show to you. If you're ever in need of a tow truck or tow facility, please check the folks out at Sadler's Towing. They are great friends not only of Ash football but of 446 Sports and this community. So check those guys out. Wallace Eye Associates, Jason Hawk, Farm Bureau. Jason Hawk, and I broke the news to him where they are.
No, talking about that other sponsor.
Oh, and so Jason Hawk will be honored by the Pineville City Council for his community service work that he does in the community. That is going to be Tuesday night. Set to kick. Look for that sky kick again. And it is going to be over into the middle. Coming up and getting it on the run is Jones. Jones, 35-40, spinning around, getting out of trouble to the 40. Now 45 goes Jones. He'll be starting. He and the Trojans will start at the 47. Came up and fielded that like a center fielder, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a little better and a little more enthusiasm and starting in an excellent field position. But, defensive coaches need to be slapping some heads around, or some of the seniors need to get them some leadership going over there, because definitely no fire and enthusiasm out of that bunch.
Well, that was good work from the senior Eric Jones. Datlin Cunningham, the senior. Joe Bordelon, the senior. He's in there. Ruston, 14. West, that other team from Monroe, 0. That other team is what they call them up there.
Yeah.
I know they do that all over the PA. That's going to be motion against the Trojans.
Well, and that guy jumped. I couldn't see.
No, that was the tight end spot. It was Harrington off the tight end that moved, and now quickly they'll swap him out, and Townsend will make his way in. Townsend, the sophomore tight end, is going to be a good one, Coach. He everything that we've seen from him in practice and on film, he's going to be the real deal out of that tight end / H-back spot.
Yeah, that's once again, that's just a lack of focus on the Trojans' part. Yeah, and if you go into the playoffs, you certainly don't want to see a game like this.
First down and 15 for the Trojans from their own 46-yard line. Cunningham trying to get to the outside, cuts it back up for maybe a 3-yard gain. Does Cunningham? They've got to get all the way to the 44-yard line of West Ouachita.
West Ouachita made some adjustments apparently on defense, because that play earlier was getting big yardage, and that time they only picked up 2 or 3. So
a little bit of a switch. Jalen Johnson now lines up in the slot. He's on that linebacker. Nobody really covering Johnson. Snap throw out to Mingo. Mingo's got Johnson to block for him. Now Mamai comes to the near side. He's going to get the first down.
We look good on a couple of plays, and then we stink it up on some others. Consistency is important too as well. Come back and answer that score by the West Ouachita here.
We saw that West Ouachita was starting to come up and play that run, and that's what you've got to do, that quick hitting pass attack. Snap is back. Joe's got it. Lindsey now up the middle, stepping around and over, but is going to be hit. I'm telling you, that interior line of West Ouachita, Coach, is just as solid as you'll find.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. And when they hit you, he went back on his back that time, and that's something that the Trojans have not been doing to Cadillac, and other than the one slobber knocker we got on him earlier.
And just amazing that Ouachita put up 69 on West Ouachita. So Johnson goes in motion, swing out of the backfield, one-handed grab. Might would have done better just to knock that one down. They lose 3 yards on the play, and that's going to be 3rd down now and 12.
Yeah, we have a good, like I say, we have a good play and then a mess-up play, and then just no consistency here by the offense, and the defense is yet to show up.
I'm telling you, you have got to come out and win this game. You do not want to limp and backdoor into the playoffs with a 4-6 record. 3 receivers to the inner side, 1 to the top. 3rd down and 12. Joe back to pass. Here comes the pressure. A little stop pass and trying to slam the foot down, and does. What a catch.
Yeah, that was one of those spot routes that I like to talk about all the time. Just go to a spot, throw to that spot, and there's not much you can do about it.
If
really.
You don't think Amirion Mingo is a stud, you just go back and watch his tape this season. He has been phenomenal.
And yeah, except for his size, he's like a D1 receiver there, as far as hands go.
Joe in that offense look to the near side. That is E.J. Scott alongside Mingo up at the top. Lone coverage on Johnson to the near side. Here comes Mingo in motion. Toss goes to Cunningham. Cunningham going to be dropped in the backfield again, and that is just big-time pressure out of that defense. Number 33, Michael Hatton. Penalty flag on the far side, though, and still got to believe that's perhaps motion, or we need something to erase that loss.
They made a good play on the pass and then turn around and shoot ourselves in the foot.
See what the Whiteheads got to tell us. Sideline warning against West Ouachita, so that play will be wiped off, and thankfully.
Oh no, that's a warning.
That's just
so
the
it's
warning,
nothing,
so
yeah.
it doesn't count. That's right. So 2nd down and 15, 5-yard loss on that carry. Going to have to come out throwing the football, I believe. West Ouachita is really crowding the box. Back to pass is Joe going over the top now. There's Johnson with separation. Johnson's got it inside the 5 to the knocked out of bounds inside the 1. Oh my goodness. What a big time catch. Showtime Duke had that one.
That was one of the back shoulder throws there.
1st and goal inside the 1, and I've watched a lot of tape on a lot of games, Coach, and expect number 3 to get this ball up the middle.
You think?
Gatlin smells the end zone. Joe's got it. Handoff goes to Cunningham. Stopped at the line of scrimmage and driven back. They'll give him just his initial progress, keeps the ball at the original line of scrimmage.
That's one where you got to really get your shoulders down and bury up in there, and he didn't get quite low enough, plus the offensive line didn't get a good push there.
Naked bootleg, and Joe walks into the end zone here. Fake the handoff to Cunningham. Cunningham gets it.
Once
just
again.
Continuing to stun is that linebacking core, Coach, and you're going to have to do something to get aggressive to get away from just going up the middle, because West Ouachita content to sell out to the run.
Yeah, they brought I don't know if it was the end or who that was, but it came off the end of the line of scrimmage, and he got back in the backfield almost as soon as Gatlin got the handoff.
Townsend coming out. He'll be replaced by Eric Jones. Joe saying something to the line of scrimmage, but it is 3rd and goal from the 2. Mingo in motion. Joe's got it now. Looking.
Double coverage, and he throws into double coverage.
Coach, you had a tremendous defensive play that brought Johnson down inside the 1, and you've got 4th and goal from the 2.
Well, you got to give the credit, one, to West Ouachita's defensive front. They're just flat whipping our offensive front. The backs haven't got anywhere to run inside right now.
Good size along that defensive front line, but it's just been the pressure that's coming from every single position. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Clock stopped at 8:04. Joe back in the shotgun brings Johnson in motion. High snap, Joe rolling out. He's got Johnson open and misfires on that one. And the Trojans turnover on downs after having it 1st and goal from inside the dadgum 1-yard line.
That's got to be the worst series I've seen in 4 plays right there. I don't know what the deal was, but that wasn't very good.
2 runs up the middle, and that were stopped, and then 2 errant throws. But again, credit the play before the 1st and goal to West Ouachita for keeping Jalen out of the end zone. They could have given up on the play, but instead make the stop inside the 1, and that's why you never, ever stop playing.
And right here, you got to watch for, crowding the line of scrimmage and
you got to get through that initial surge, and you go in 98 yards forward. They'll start on the 2. 1st down and 10, and that is Ozarks just going to sneak in there. A little bit further out of the end zone than I thought for calling a play. That play there is he's a couple of yards out. Usually you see that when the ball is inside the 1 or so.
They didn't want to take a chance on handing it off, I guess, and to take a chance on a fumble right there.
That's where the going from the shotgun and not being, because that's one of those Drew Brees type hop over the top and score. We saw Joe from under center 1 time this year. 1.
Yeah, that's you're already starting 5 yards deep or 4 yards at the very least.
Handoff goes to the fullback this time, and he gets about 3 on it. It'll get him out to the 6-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down, and the Trojans
have got to do something here.
Right now, you got to give it to West Ouachita. They got the want to. Like I say, this is the best record they've had in a while. They're going to make the playoffs, I think.
Halftime 48-0 Ouachita.
Oh, wow.
Ouachita over Pineville 48-0 at the half. And third down, toss back to Ford. Ford cutting around. He's getting the outside. Going to be driven out of bounds. And I'm telling you, this is just the inability to stop the run in the first half has just doomed the Trojans throughout the 10 games that they've played.
Yeah, and Cadillac's everything that has been advertised as far as his running skills. He's definitely a good running back. And you got to give credit to their offensive line that's doing a good job of making some holes up there as well.
6:45 to go until halftime. Remember, the Trojans won the toss, elected to receive. That means West Ouachita will get the ball coming out of the half. Looking to add to their lead. Handoff goes up the middle to the fullback.
That's that shades of West Monroe right there with the fullback up close, and then the tailback's about 7 yards deep. And in college, we used to call that, and UCLA used to run it back when they had, who was it, Anthony Davis and some of those guys that they just base block everybody, and he just kind of picks the hole. There's no
finds a hole to go and
there's
run
no particular
to.
one that's called because he's so back so far he can see the opening. And so far the Trojans haven't been able to put a stop to him yet.
Second down and 10. There's that option back to the near side coming up, needing to make a play. Barajas misses it, but finishing things off was Tay Frazier. Frazier, the senior, we saw him on the show last night. Very articulate and well-spoken young man.
Yeah, these seniors, you think that, last home game possibly for them, that you want to go out with a win here, you'd pick up the effort and try to get those guys pumped.
Third down now and 4, 21-0. 6:04 to go until halftime, and the Bearcats motion.
All over West Monroe. Bad, I hate to hear that. Uh-oh.
Stepping through and not going to get there. It'll be fourth down. And, Coach, if you think there's going to be any bit of Ruston pulling up in that game,
no.
This is like Ralphie in A Christmas Story when he had enough and got on the bully and just starts to pound away on him, and all of the words are coming out of him.
It's kind of like Ole Miss, Mississippi State, LSU, Alabama, those type games. There ain't no calling the dogs off if you get ahead.
Look, fourth down and 1, and the Chiefs stay in there offensively.
Why not? We haven't stopped them yet. You're going to try to draw us off, but.
And indeed, they did do that, and the Trojans will whistle and get the timeout. And they'll do that. Look, there's not a team in this press box disappointed in that Ruston Bearcat score. But we told you in the Ruston game, man-to-man, we think Ruston is probably one of the best teams we've seen in a number of years. And we've seen the Zacharys and we've seen the Acadianas in their championship games, and West Monroe as well.
Yeah, that might be their year to go to the big house. From what overall, I didn't see a whole lot of weaknesses. The kicking game's good. The receivers are good. The running backs are good, and they're just physical.
And
they're
physical,
physical.
And very well coached. Look for Ruston. It would shock me if Ruston doesn't find their way into the Superdome this season. They are that good, the Bearcats are.
Well, I'd just like to see the Trojans some shade of what we see in the second half of the last couple of games is how the defense right here and step up and slap somebody in the mouth. Because they're going for it on their end of the field. So,
and just the number of things we've seen, the option, we've seen the fullback run. So they're giving you're not able to get up there and really do anything. And there's Ozark under center. Fullback gets it first man through. Good penetration for once by that defensive line, but it's going to be so close. They're marking that ball on the 29-yard line. Just had to get to the other side of the 29. Chuck, I know, will zoom in and see where they're going to mark that. But this is a big momentum play for both squads. That such a tough spot for the Trojans. Officials timeout, and you'll have the first eye in on the ball. Giving her all she's got, Captain.
That's
okay.
Get the left foot spot or the right foot spot? What do you think?
Looks like going to be the nose of the football for the first down is what it appears like to me.
Put another link in that chain.
And it is a first down by the nose of the football.
There wasn't the West Monroe officials at the time on the call.
First down and 10. That's just will out of this West Ouachita team with 4:28 to go until halftime.
Yeah, I know Coach Bachman can't be happy with the performance so far. Of course, you know, they're only down 6 points here, but
just not
getting outplayed here.
Not many possessions in this game, and a penalty flag. False start is going to be the call against West Ouachita. Where was that a play ago?
Yeah, well, that's their first penalty, if I'm not mistaken.
They have not been behind the chains. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we will have some more senior night festivities, so stick around for that. We'll get an opportunity to talk to head coach Bachman coming out of the half as well, and we'll talk to him about the limited number of possessions in this game and what the Trojans are going to do in the second half of this one.
Watch for the tailback on the sweep here.
It is the toss to the top, goes forward. Good submarine tackle there by the Trojans defense.
Got back to just about to the rhythm, well, just inside the down marker.
Got the penalty yardage +1, second down and 9. Again, continues to grind clock, and you know that West Ouachita is very content to do that. They'd like to put something on the board right here, get a 2-score lead, getting the ball out of the half as well.
They might come up with that one more pass of those 5 that they normally throw, but so far they're
good stop right up the middle, big time play, and that's the big guy, Jeremiah Jeffers Wright.
That's the first time that we really put a stop to the fullback and. In this
Look, watch this replay again, Coach, as you see it. Jeremiah Jeffers Wright fires off of the ball as well as anybody in football today.
And he stayed low there.
Good play that time by Jeffers Wright. Third down and 7.
Still think they're going to not chunk the ball, but run it, sweep this way.
Running the misdirection option, goes the other way, little inside handoff. And just knocking tacklers down. Coach, it's just been a step ahead on the play calling tonight.
Yeah, and, you know, we've had guys in position, but they haven't made the plays. We had a guy that had a shot at him and just missed him, and then luckily we had one more to keep them scoring.
Good straight arm by the inside guy that got that one and didn't see the number on him. But, wow, it's first down and 10 inside Trojan territory, officially the 48-yard line.
2:41 and counting.
2:40 and counting here in this one. The Chiefs lead at 14-8, looking for more. Crouching down is Ozark. Toss goes back to Ford, trying to get to the outside, now cuts to the inside. There he goes to the outside again. Ford might go. He's got Duncan to beat. Duncan pushes him out of bounds. Jimmy Duncan.
You're not going to bring him down with an arm tackle, that's for sure. And we've seen that more than one time, that Trojans would be in the right position but just don't make the play. And they're getting into our secondary, and that's not a good thing.
2:24 remaining until halftime, and deep in Trojan territory go the Chiefs. Ball rests at the 14-yard line. We'll have some stats coming up for you at halftime, courtesy of our man Roger Martin. Appreciate that, Raj. Roger Walker. You know, I've known Roger how many years? 20 years, and butchered the last name when I'm getting him some airtime.
Yeah, well.
I used to work with Roger Martin, is who I used to work with. Sorry about that, Raj.
Well, I worked with Roger Walker too, so.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah. And he's got his hat on and styling again tonight.
No bow tie tonight, though. We missed the bow tie.
He's kind of dressed down a little bit.
See that. It's fall time. That's right. Second down and 6. Minute 56 and counting here until halftime.
Watch the sweep here again.
Ozark underneath. He's going to toss it back to Ford, of course. Brought down there. Ball is on the ground, but they call him down prior to that. It'll be third down and short. And a lot of timeouts used early in this one. The Chiefs have just one. But, Coach, they're in no mood to save time in this one.
Well, yeah, they're going to run it down as far as they can and hopefully get a score with no time left on the clock.
They lead this one by 6. A field goal makes it a 2-score game, but they are looking to punch it in here and Belichick the Trojans, something they have done so many times throughout the years. Minute 15, under 10 now on the play clock, in 7 and 6 and 5.
Cadillac's out of the game.
Ozark under center. He's going to keep it himself off left tackle and gets the first down. It'll be first and goal for the Chiefs inside the 3. Clock stops momentarily, but this has just been textbook Northeast Louisiana football, Coach.
Yeah, you run, and like I say, you know, passing's great. You make the big plays, but running teams tend to win big ball games because not too many bad things can happen when you run. There's a short yardage situation. There it goes down and dive.
Into the end zone. We'll see what they call it. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Goodness.
That was the old wham play, fullback led and tailback right behind him. Going to be the last time out
And the
call.
Chiefs will take their final one. We'll leave it right here and not want to miss any of this. Goodness gracious, Coach, is all I can say. Trojans in danger of going down 2 scores here, and West Ouachita gets the ball to start things off in the second half. It's just not been an opened-up offense. They've not really aggressively attacked. It's been a lot of run, and that's where the Trojans' bread and butter has been, but their success has been getting over the top and opening up the run and not being one-dimensional.
Yeah, well, it's just offensive execution has not been what it should be, and then the defense, a lot of missed tackles.
Well, they've been out there a long time, too.
Not their best game that I've seen. And it's always seemed like I say, the first half, we come out on both offense and defense is not played up to what they're capable of playing. In the second half, hopefully they'll turn it around, and we're not that far out of it here.
You see Chuck zooming in. You see that white thing on the right side of the football. Yes, that's the goal line. That is where the Chiefs have to get across that to get the touchdown.
Well, I look for the quarterback on this one. They've got double wham situation here.
And it is Ozark right up the middle, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Third one of the first half, and there goes that dadgum horn again.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about. When you don't have a quarterback under center, you're already 4 yards back. In this case, you're right on the line of scrimmage practice.
And all he does is duck down behind the line and
Fall
get
forward.
that surge through. And, Coach, I'm telling you, when you start in the shotgun and you're 4 or 5 yards deep, man, it gets difficult there to get there because you get penetration from that defensive line.
Right.
Swinging gate look as they close it now, getting ready to try to add this one. It is 20-8 here in this one. You see it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. That kick is up, and it is good. 21-8 in this one. 13-point lead for the Chiefs as we near halftime. 25 seconds to go, and Coach Mercer is not delighted with that defense at all in this one. Coming up at halftime, don't forget, we'll keep it right here, and you will be able to watch the sights and sounds of halftime, the senior night festivities, and all that's going on. And then we'll talk to head coach Thomas Bachman right before the second half starts off.
Well, only salvation here would be to see a run back for a score. Of course, they're going to pooch kick it, but still, they're kicking it to the 25, 30-yard line. There's no reason they can't bust one here. Of course, have we had a run back this year?
No, have not. So what a perfect time for it. Is that 14, 15, 16-play drive for West Ouachita on a drive that started, Coach, on a on a turnover on downs that was down here. So an impressive 16-play, 99.5-yard drive. That squib kick is up the middle. Trojans have got to come up and get it, fall on it. They do. Just 1 second goes off of the clock. That was Mingo that falls on it. And I assure you the Trojans are going to take a shot down the field here with just a couple of shots at it. They won't go off the field with some time still on the clock.
Yeah, I'd like to see them throw a little crossing route, drag underneath, and then get them in open field rather than trying to hit the big bomb, because the secondary is going to be dropping out deep here.
Indeed they are.
Hey, Brett, go to second quarter.
nearing the half in this one. 24 seconds to go. Trojans come out. You've got Lindsey and Datlin in the backfield. And there goes Cunningham as the third wide receiver to the near side. Joe rolling. Got to step up. They throw that little screen to Lindsey. Lindsey's got it 35-40, 45-50.
Nice recovery by the
Put a little time back on the clock there as it gets back to 24 seconds where we were when we started there at 25. That's the play that you're going to, well, they switched it back to 15. So, yeah, they didn't put it.
Something happened. The clock went haywire.
You hear shouts of home cooking over there, and they don't understand that the officials are very impartial in this one. 49-yard line. 9 seconds came off of that. 15 to go until the break.
Yeah, that's the right time now. It's 15 on the clock. It would have run down that far. Had an issue. They talking about it's jumping back and forth. Maybe be the rain in there.
Ruston 28, West by gosh Monroe 0 in that one at the half, and that's look.
We're not the only ones.
The West Ouachita guys are double happy in this one because
we're pulling for
18 seconds is where they put it, and Coach Jared Ball and that group from Ruston, if they're going to be the ones to do it, and we know they are really manhandling. Of course, they beat West Monroe 28-7 in the Jamboree.
They got a prevent defense here they're dropping the linebackers out and got safeties at 20, 25 yards deep.
Play coming in from the near sideline.
I'd say run the underneath again. Try to get maybe in field goal range.
Back to pass is Joe. He's looking for something. Strip,
knocks it
sack,
out of his hand.
Going to fall around there, and Bordelon falls back on it himself with 11 seconds to go, and a three-man line getting pressure. It's just been relentless by this defense of West Ouachita. Clock runs at 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and that will do it. And like a wounded boxer just trying to get to the bell, they do. 21-8, West Ouachita leads this one over your Trojans. Trojans march down the field, get the touchdown to start things off, the two-point conversion, but it has been all Chiefs since then. They score 3 consecutive touchdowns and lead this one at the break 21-8. We'll be back. Extended halftime due to the senior night festivities. We'll be back in about 25 minutes. You're watching Ash Trojan football on 446 Sports.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Good evening, everyone. We would like to thank you for joining us tonight as we honor our seniors who have worked so hard and contributed greatly to our school during their time at Alexandria Senior High. Football players were recognized during pregame. We will now recognize seniors in the organizations that support the team throughout the season. We will begin tonight with the seniors from our Fighting Trojan Band. Jeremiah Branch is a 4-year band member and currently serves as drumline captain. He is being escorted tonight by his mother, Charmian Branch, and grandmother, Deborah Phoenix. Upon graduation, Jeremiah plans on entering into the workforce. Jesse Owens is a 4-year band member and currently serves as drumline captain. He is being escorted tonight by his parents, Ronald and Melanie Owens. Upon graduation, Jesse plans to enlist in the United States Air Force. Karina Millix is a 4-year band member and currently serves as drum major. She is being escorted by her parents, Michael and Karen Millix. Upon graduation, Karina plans to attend college and pursue a degree in biology. Max Smith is a 1st-year band member. They are being escorted tonight by their sister, Rebecca Smith. Upon graduation, Mac plans to attend college and pursue a career in music education. Now we will present the seniors from our cheer team. Chloe Evans is a 3-year member of the varsity cheer team and currently serves as captain. She is being escorted by her parents, Kala and John Martin. Upon graduation, Chloe plans to attend Louisiana Tech University and major in biology. Jane Bruno is a 2-year member of the varsity cheer team and currently serves as captain. She is being escorted by her parents, Emily and Kenny Bruno. Upon graduation, Jane plans to attend Louisiana Tech University and major in nursing. Katie Smith is a 3-year member of the varsity cheer team and currently serves as co-captain. She is being escorted by her parents, Donnie and Kyle Smith. She is undecided on which college, but she plans to pursue mechanical engineering with an emphasis on aeronautics. Mallory Coker is a 2-year member of the varsity cheer team and currently serves as co-captain. She is being escorted by her parents, Gray Coker and Celeste Cantu. Upon graduation, Mallory plans to attend the University of Louisiana Lafayette and study marine biology. Zayla Vian is a 3-year member of the varsity cheer team and currently serves as co-captain. She is being escorted by her mother, Shonda Coleman, and stepfather, Christopher Coleman. Upon graduation, Zayla plans to move forward with her music career and hopes to change people's lives through her voice. Next, we have our seniors on flag line. Emery Scott is a 2-year member of the Ash flag line team. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Billy and Lisa Scott. Upon graduation, Amory plans to attend Louisiana Tech University and major in biochemistry with a minor in psychology. Amaya Robinson is a member of the Ash flag line team. She is being escorted tonight by her mother, Christina Woodard. Upon graduation, Amaya plans to enlist in the United States Air Force. Christina Hood is a 2-year member of the Ash flag line team. She is being escorted tonight by her mother, Shanette Cleveland, and her brother, Christopher Hood. Upon graduation, Christina plans to attend LSUE, and major in business. Daisha Moore is a 2-year member of the Ash Flagline team. She is being escorted tonight by her mother, Makisha Andrews, and her father, Willie Moore. Upon graduation, Daisha plans to attend Southern University and major in nursing. Isabella Matthews is a 4-year member of the Ash Flagline team and currently serves as the team captain. She is being escorted tonight by her mother, Melissa Matthews. Upon graduation, Isabella plans to attend the University of Louisiana at Lafayette and pursue a degree in anthropology. Next, we have our seniors from MCJROTC. Bailey Simmons is a 4-year member of the MCJROTC program and currently serves as Cadet Second Lieutenant and Commander of the Cyber Patriot team. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Mr. and Mrs. David Simmons. Upon graduation, Bailey plans to attend LCU and pursue a career in cybersecurity. Cody Ward is a 4-year member of the MCJROTC program and currently serves as Cadet Commander Gunnery Sergeant. Cody is also a part of the program's drill team, shooting team, and Cyber Patriot team. He is being escorted tonight by Mastery Gunnery Sergeant Terry Hall, Marine JROTC instructor. Upon graduation, Cody plans to attend a community college and pursue a career in computer technology, as well as one day becoming a Marine. Joseph Marshall is a 4-year member of the MCJROTC program and currently serves as Cadet Staff Sergeant, Platoon Sergeant, and a member of the shooting team. He is being escorted tonight by his mother, Lacey Blankenship. Upon graduation, Joseph plans to enlist in the U.S. Army and departs for basic training on June 6, 2023. Megan Lawson is a 4-year member of the MCJROTC program and currently serves as Cadet Company Commander and Shooting Team Commander. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Shane Lawson. Upon graduation, Megan plans to attend LSU and pursue a career as a radiological technician. Shandell Tolliver is a 4-year member of the MCJROTC program and currently serves as Cadet Second Lieutenant and member of the shooting team. She is being escorted tonight by Geraldine Tolliver. Upon graduation, Shandell plans to attend LSUA and pursue a degree in education. Finally, we will present our senior Troy Dolls. Amelia Morris is a 4-year member of the Troy Dolls dance team and serves as freshman officer. She is being escorted by her parents Warren and Julie Morris. Upon graduation, Amelia plans to attend Louisiana State University. Lexi Alvarez is a 3-year member of the Troy Dolls dance team. She is being escorted tonight by her mother, Kristen Reed, and stepfather, Kevin Reed. Upon graduation, Lexi plans to attend Northwestern State University and pursue a degree in audiology. Marley Bird is a 4-year member of the Troy Dolls dance team and currently serves as the team captain. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Jennifer and Mark Bird. Thank you, seniors, and congratulations on all your accomplishments during your time at Alexandria Senior High School.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Can you tell me about that day?
there was a huge assembly, and then he came to the gym and he announced it.
I would like to honor a warrior that is right here.
I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor kidney cancer.
Colin McGee. We're going to fly you and your family to Universal Studios in Los Angeles to meet Adam Levine. Yes!
I got there, and then we went to Santa Monica Pier, and the water felt good, and I found a bunch of cool rocks, and then we went to The Voice the next day. I got to meet Adam Levine after the show, which was amazing.
I'm Bob Giles, and I believe every business should give back. Join me at gilesgivesback.com.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investment.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
If you could fly, you can play hide and go seek in the clouds. I want to be a pilot. So you can see the whole entire world. If you could fly, you could see the whole world whenever you want.
You're really gonna go on a plane with a pilot. Seriously. Your dream's gonna come true.
Please join us in supporting Dreams Come True of Louisiana. Donate today at gilesgivesback.com.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, apparel and promotions in Pine.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
The 2022 Time Dealer of the Year, Bob Giles, is now the new Hyundai dealer in Senla. Bob earned the industry's most prestigious award out of 16,000 new car dealers nationwide.
Hi, I'm Bob Giles, and I promise our team at the all-new Giles Hyundai will do everything possible to live up to the high standards that earned us this most prestigious honor. And with the utmost enthusiasm, we greatly look forward to serving you.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Butch Stoker Stadium for Ash Trojan football, and this is Chuck Perkins, 446 Sports. Glad to have you here. We have we're coming out of halftime. We have Doug Gannon, as you can see, down on the field. He's waiting to catch up with Coach Bachman. Doug, I'm going to go ahead and throw it to you. I know you probably have a bead on him. Bound to be coming out of that shed out there here in just a moment. Watch out, don't get run over by the opposing team.
Goodness gracious, I think they made a beeline to me. We are down on the field, and we're probably going to get maybe just one question with Coach Bachman is all that we're going to get. But here he comes down, and we'll go over to him. So standing here on the sideline with head coach Thomas Bachman, coach, offensive drive of the first drive of the game looked great. What do you have to do to get back to that?
Well, drives have been great. Got in the red zone, penalty, couple of mistakes, negative plays, kill drives. And, so it's move the ball. I mean, it's just, but you got to finish drives. And then defensively, we got to get off the field on third down. I mean, it's just toss that they're bleeding us with right now. So we got to get toss stopped.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate it. Let's go get him in the second half. There you go, head coach Thomas Bachman joining us here at halftime. Answered all of the questions that we had for him, and no, we just had one of them. You knew that he would give us a good, honest assessment of what's going on. I'm going to make my way back up those bleachers, waiting for the elevator still to get put in. I don't know if Principal Goodman is going to get the elevator put in next year or what it is, but we'll ask her. Miss Goodwin, are we going to get the elevator next year, the press box? She laughs every time we ask her that. So we're going to make our way back up there and get ready for an exciting second half before the rain comes down. Back up to you, Chuck.
Thank you, Doug. And I think Ms. Goodman was actually trying to tell you that there's going to be a weight limit on that elevator once they do get it installed there. We do appreciate that, Doug, with that interview.
42-13
There we go. Get it off of my phone because watching some of the other games that we have going on our 446 Sports Network and trying to keep up with the scores and put them into the tickers as we see them down there. Coach Ernie, as Doug is making his way back up here to the top.
I see he's not sprinting exactly up the top.
How many steps? How many stops do you think he's going to make?
I don't know, but I had to stop a couple of times and catch my breath. And I had to run those bleachers for real back in the college days, but that was a little bit different deal now.
And he's in that political world, so he's going to claim that he had to stop and say stuff to people.
Socialize politics.
Shaking hands, kissing babies. That's how they do that. Yeah, there's 3 stops already so far. So, and he's looking back, says, "Somebody else, please ask me to stop so I can talk to you." Yes. Yeah. So I'm sure that I'm not lying to you. Well, he's down here somewhere.
I hope Coach Bachman got the kinks worked out, and I'm sure that there was a little come to Jesus meeting out there at the halftime because I didn't think the Trojans really played very well the first half. Like I say, you got to finish plays. You get down to the 1 yard line on 1st and goal and don't score. That says a lot for how much effort is being put. Usually we can get a score from there and didn't get it done. So hopefully they come out in the second half and put a better effort. And because really need to finish the season at least 5-5 and going into the playoffs and getting things turned around here.
Yes, sir. And I know the folks that are watching this, or if they're watching it live in a way, they're probably kind of keeping up on it. But I know at the halftime you kind of looked at the weather and what is to come and how far out that is, because you can see it a little bit on our glass here. Go out and clean it up a little bit, and then a little small sprinkle, slashes across here and messes things up for my camera work. But
yeah,
what did you see for the weather?
It had a little kind of a big circle, but it wasn't a real heavy rain. It's kind of like what you're getting here. When it's yellow, that's kind of a steady rain, I guess you could say, but not real heavy. The worst of it's supposed to come in at 11 o'clock tonight or so. Okay. So the field's still in pretty good shape.
Looks good.
And I hadn't seen a lot of drop balls because of the wet football, so right. I don't think that's an excuse. We just got to play better the second half.
And I do like the energy that they have coming out of that little huddle right there in the end zone after they finished up. So, look, hey, Duck,
hey.
I know 911 was on speed dial there for a second, and Katie had just left. Did you get the oxygen?
I'm not as young as that crew from West Ouachita. Those guys were sprinting up and down the bleachers. They'd come up here like they were doing work, do some PT or something, but not my old behind.
Well, it ain't the behind, it's the problem.
Boy, if I can't get some love out of that, that's trouble.
Well, you like me, got the little forward lean.
Talked to Coach Bachman a little bit. Of course, you heard that. He says we got to get off the field on third down, and that's something that we've stated from up here. Look for the Trojans to come out and get after it. Of course, they elected to receive, won the toss, and that puts them with an opportunity that they've got to come out and kick it and get a stop. Because we talk about that Belichick coach, and what I mean by that is Bill Belichick was one of the best at deferring, getting a touchdown right before the half, getting the ball and coming out, and sometimes salting a game away.
Right. As a coach, we used to say the first 3 minutes of the first quarter, the 3 minutes before the half, and the 3 minutes coming out of the half are the most important as far as tempo and then everything goes. So we'll see here how the Trojans come out and start this second half and hopefully – get a little more enthusiasm in them and put a stop to the Ouachita right off. And here we're kicking it out of bounds.
Kick that one out of bounds, and that's Van Dyke who puts that one off to the left and out of bounds. And
I'm just not too sure about, it'd be different if we've had a lot run back on us. We did against Ouachita, but that's because they had some tremendous speed. And I don't know, I guess it's just sign of the times. I don't know.
We've been spoiled over the last few years with our kickers, and we'll be back there. I love the leg on Mesh. He's going to be great. Van Dyke does a great job of it, but unable to get things going. So Ozark and that offense will come out. Ford in the backfield. First man through gets it, and there goes the big fullback. He's going to pick up. They'll get 9 out near the first down.
Yeah, right off the bat, they like I say, West Monroe gave us fits with that. The fullback's right up close to the line of scrimmage, and then he pops it for 6-7 yards to pop, and that's easy second down play to come up with. Well, actually, they give him a first down.
Look, I'm telling you, that's about all you have to do, really, to do this, and you hate to give that away, but get the ball to the fullback, run the ball right in the teeth of this Trojan defense. There goes the toss back to Ford. Ford trying to make a man miss. Good job of getting there and getting the tackle.
Looked like the linebacker stepped up that time and kept him to a couple of yards.
One thing the Trojans have done is come up and play well in the second half. And they've got to get a stop here, get some momentum. There's no life in the stands. There's no life on the sideline at all. Got to have some sort of a big play. Yeah. See Jimmy Duncan coming back in your screen. He switches sides with Frazier. Now goes all the way out to the far side. Jimmy Duncan playing both sides of the football. Toss goes back to Ford. Spun around in the backfield. And there's Big Bryce to finish it off.
Yeah, I'd like to see them come up with a little high five and, slapping the heads and stuff like that, get a little more enthusiasm.
Watch the replay there. You'll see the Stephen F. Austin commit Bryce Rushing come in there and finish this off. Does a great job. When we talked to Coach Bachman, the one thing he said, defensively, we've got to get West Ouachita off the field. Off the field means third and fourth downs, getting that stop.
We saw Ouachita convert a 4th down from down deep in their own end zone.
Look how deep the tailback is there. Goes to the fullback.
That's an option coming to the near side and just putting his shoulder down and running over the defense.
Once again, didn't get off on 3rd down again. Another 1st down. They're doing what they have to do in order to control the clock and eat up yardage.
Sam Ozark came in there and just, as the quarterback, put his shoulder down and barreled over the Trojan defender for that 1st down. And you see him making his way back in there. He has been solid, the sophomore has, at directing this offense. Reminds me a little bit of Hayden Federico that we saw up at West Monroe. We saw him get his start as a sophomore and just really commanded the offense. West Monroe, by the way, down 28-0. Just thought I'd throw that in there to you.
Going with a 2 tight end set, and they had a little confusion right there.
Timeout was taken by West Ouachita, and we'll keep it here. They use those timeouts not for time, but to make sure they've got the right play. Coach, we saw them use 2 of them early in the 1st quarter and then come around, right?
Yeah, as long as you maintain control of the ball and don't give it up, you're steady eating up the clock. They've already eaten up, almost 3 minutes here.
Yeah, two and a half minutes off on this drive. And they've only had, 1 1st down?
Right.
Well, when you get them, when it takes 4 plays to get the 1st down, that plays right into your game. If you're getting 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards, I mean, that's some old school 3 yards in a cloud of mud offense.
That's back in the day when I was at Monkey. That's how as long as we could pick up 3.5 yards, it's good. And that's the way Boyles does. Of course, this year they got some studs down there. And
the last few years, they
big yardage.
They run for crazy yardage.
Motion.
Ford comes out in motion now and fake to the fullback going over the middle. That one is complete out to the.
One of those 5 passes that they throw a game.
Over the total indeed. And Michael Nolan comes out of that. The senior, goodness gracious, 6'2", 230, yeah, he was.
So that's their 3rd pass or the 4th pass for them?
That one was incomplete, so that's their 4th pass. Total's 5.5.
Yeah, well, they don't have to pass many when you can pick up 10 yards a pop in the running game.
9 minutes and counting here in the 3rd. 3-minute drive to start things off and just grinding. And we call it like an MMA fighter just choking the life out. There's that toss back to Ford, getting to the corner. Ford turns the engine on and drives down inside the 5-yard line. They'll mark him at the 7 is where they're going to put him out. And my goodness. As elegant as a Cadillac and as hard charging as a Ford, and that is indeed Antonio Cadillac Ford, who has just been electric in this one.
He's running with a 407 engine in there or something.
Look, he is indeed 8:45, and this could be a dagger if they let this touchdown come in. Big work in the backfield, but Cadillac just bounces off, spins around inside the 5, and Coach, you start measuring things up. This team beat Pineville pretty good, but they got waxed by Ouachita 69-7 in that game. And Jeremiah Jeffers Wright comes off of the field there, just a play before he can get back in there. But I'm telling you, the Trojans don't have an answer for this run game, and truthfully haven't had an answer for the run game all season.
Yeah, I think a lot of it goes, and I don't want to pick out any particular group, but our linebackers, are not making the tackles in open field and
second down and goal, toss back to Ford. He's going to easily walk into the end zone. Was not touched, and there's that dead gum horn again. I don't know what's worse, that horn or the cannon over at Pineville. It is tough.
Well, that's the train leaving the station, and right now that train's running all over the Trojans.
Trojans, Coach, if you're looking for a silver lining on the night, I've got it for you. The Trojans have played their best football when they've been down 3 scores.
Well,
that's a tough place to be in the second half with a strangling offensive unit on the other side.
Right, they're not going to get very many opportunities because they're going to try to burn as much clock when they got the ball. Talking about West Ouachita.
Well, now the Trojans have got to come out and throw the ball and get back this one. They trail in this one by 3 scores, 28-8, 20-point lead for, goodness gracious, for West Ouachita here at J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium, and you've got to stand up and defend your home turf. And this is just not happening tonight.
Yeah, and like I say, I just watch him on the sideline. You know, I don't know. It's the want to thing. Execution is one thing, but if you don't have the desire to really play hard, and I haven't seen that. There's no enthusiasm. We need a big play, maybe get pumped up here or something, but so far everything's just kind of in the doldrum.
Got about 20 minutes of football time remaining in this one. That squib goes right down the middle. It's going to be picked up by Mingo at the 28-yard line, coming to the near side, looking for a spark, but Mingo only gets 10 on the return. He gets out to the 38-yard, and that's where this Trojan offense has got to come alive on this very drive. You cannot trade touchdowns with them. You've got to come out and get something going, get a stop, get something happening. You're 20 points down in the third quarter.
Yeah, Joe's got to be on the money. The receivers got to make the plays. The offensive line has got to block it. All those things have got to happen right here if they're going to get it back into it.
All right, Trojans, here we go. Let's do this. First drive of the second half. Third quarter finds the Trojans. Quick throw over to Mingo, and Joe sells that one over his head. But, Coach, that play looked like not everybody was going at the same time.
Yeah, it looked like a piano. Kind of half the offensive line popped up and the other half didn't. I don't know what the deal was.
As long as the center did, everything was all right. But it just seemed like the timing was off on that one. And that quick hitting pass is going to be there because the West Ouachita defense, the Chiefs defenders, are 7-8 yards off the ball.
Yeah, they're actually playing man, but the safety back there is playing. Oh, goodness.
The run. There's Cunningham, who breaks things off. Cunningham to the 50 now, 45, 40. Banging around, still on his feet. Cunningham's that spark that you need. How about that?
And it was a running play, wasn't it?
61 yards. Datlin Cunningham to the house. Watch the replay. And it's Datlin never wanting to stop. Breaks one tackle, two tackle, 3, 4, 5. 5 tackles broke once he got through the line of scrimmage, and Datlin Cunningham takes that one. 61 yards to the house. There's your spark.
That's the first time I've heard the band play, the cheerleaders up, and the dance line.
I didn't hear the train horn.
No train horn on that one.
Mesh getting ready to add the PAT. This one is up, and it is good. 28-15, back after this on 446 Sports.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Back to Butch Stoker Stadium we go. Doug Gann alongside of Ernie Lott and a host of others making all of this happen in Datlin. Cunningham taking it 61 yards to the house. And, Coach, if that's not a little bit of want-to, I don't know what is.
Yeah, it was definitely a want-to on his part. I just hope that the defense can find some want-to here and put a stop to their offense because we haven't done it all night.
We just got to not kick it out of bounds here. Get a good kick and get some dominance. They're holding on, waiting for the ball to be marked, ready to go.
Yeah, the referee just signaled start play here.
They'll spread it out, and West Ouachita will back up. Just because they spread it out doesn't mean that the onside kick is off, though.
I still like to see the worm burner right here.
This is a high pooch kick over the top and directly out of bounds, and my goodness, almost hits Coach Mercer, who was 3 yards off the sideline.
I don't know what. I just don't understand. I mean, at least put it in the field of play on about the 20.
8:08 to go here, and West Ouachita will start with tremendous field position once again. But, Coach, field position's not really been the thing that has hurt them because we've seen them go on a 16-play, 99-yard drive.
Right.
Goodness gracious. You're looking at your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Trojans trail it by a couple of scores. 8:08 remaining in the third. You're watching it on 446 Sports.
See, Gina, that was last night's game, huh?
No, Gina and Buckeye played tonight. They just started an hour earlier.
Oh.
There's the option. A wide open. Ball is on the ground. Trojans have it. And how about that? The magic of Butch Stoker Stadium comes alive. Falling on that one is Crenshaw, who comes out of there with the fumble. Daniel Crenshaw.
That's when you finally got some enthusiasm.
Well, it's messed up by the pitch right here. So he held on a little long and pitches the ball behind Ford. And, boy, I pointed out a scoop and score to Merce before the game, and that would have been a good time as any for it. But the Trojans, ideally, their best field position of the night, best starting field position. And, wow, how about getting back on the field here?
Yeah, got the crowd back into it a little bit, and then hopefully the offense do what they did the last series.
How about a little play action and go deep here with them safeties in on that? There's the play action. There's the deep. Oh, behind Mingo. Looked like he was in between the two receivers there, Coach.
Joe's not been on his best game tonight as far as throwing going. He's been a little bit over, a little bit behind. Just he's hit a few, but not been on target for the most part.
The wheel route was pretty solid before. Hit that on Cunningham out of the backfield. J.T. Lindsey now joins Cunningham in the backfield. Two receivers to the near side. They look over things as they come here. Nobody on that West Ouachita side of the field for the Trojans. It's just Mingo and Johnson to the near side. One safety over the top, 10 men within 5 yards of the ball. Joe, back to pass, going over the top, got a wide open Johnson. Down to the 1 yard line. Trojans have been here before and came away with no points. They've got to get this one into the end zone. And Showtime Duke getting behind his defender and getting that one.
You'd like to see them go under the center here and Joe just sneak it in there, but that's not their game. So see what the Trojans come up with here.
First down and goal from outside the 1, 7:47 and counting in here this one. Trojans finding that momentum, getting West Ouachita off the field, finishing it off a drive, and here they go with an opportunity to get another one. Datlin scored from 61. Can he do it from just one?
I'd like to see a power eye here or something.
Trojans a little bit of confusion. They're going to run the toss out to Dat, but that one's going to come back. There'll be, I've got to believe, illegal shift as the man was going towards the line of scrimmage. Joe pleading his case out there. But it is false start against the Trojans, and that'll step them back, make it first down and goal from the 7.
You're having trouble getting the play in from the sideline. I don't know what the deal is. Is Coach Bachman calling the plays?
They call them from up in the press box, and when they change it, it's changed down on the field. You got two coaches that are signaling things in. That's just giving them more room to run the fade here to Mingo.
Yeah.
Mingo in lone coverage. The slant, Coach, is wide open as well. Got nobody inside. Now they move Mingo to the other side alongside, or they actually bring him off the field and bring Jalen Johnson back in. A lot of time left on the play clock here, down at 7:15 and counting. If you could sprint to that far pylon, you got a chance. Joe calls for it. Handoff's going to go right up the middle to Cunningham. Banging around into the end zone. How about that?
No.
Touchdown, Datlin Cunningham. Touchdown, Trojans.
Need that touchdown after that turnover. It would have been shame to come away with nothing there, and the offense stepped up, got us a score.
Watch the replay here as Cunningham just takes it and was not to be denied. Follows the blocking and really just bangs over the guy. Yards after contact in this game has been phenomenal. You got actually a player down. We won't put the camera on that. We'll get the camera off of it because we don't like to. We'll never put it on there out of the safety of the young man that's down on the field.
Had a good lead block. I didn't catch his number there. I don't know who it was, but helped get him through the line of scrimmage.
Trojans taking a knee to the near side. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Ash Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
down on the field and coming off on the play.
Looks like he's a little wobbly there. Might have got it dinged in the head, just speculating. He's kind of walking gingerly. Doesn't seem to be any like an ankle or anything. He's got a little bells ringing, I think, maybe.
65, Xavier Smith is who we have. No, that's Harrington. That's 85. James Harrington is who is there. And you knew he was that H-back that was in there blocking. Mesh on to add the PAT. Snap is back. Mingo's got it down. Kick is up. And it is good. It is good. 28-22 in this one. 6-point deficit for the Trojans. Back in 30 on 446 Sports.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
And we are back to a J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium. Coach, it's finally showing a little bit of life. Those 2 touchdowns by the Trojans stop a 28-0 run from the Chiefs of West Ouachita and keep this kick. Well, I don't know. You've scored the last 2 times you kicked it off out of bounds. Duck hook it out of bounds, and let's get that defense get to work.
I'd say kick it past this guy on the 20. He can at least get it that far.
Well, the first of the year, they were banging the ball down to about the 10 and the 5-yard line.
Right. At least make them have to go 80 and 90 yards.
Van Dyke kind of looking the other direction. Gets this one up, and yet out of bounds it goes.
I just don't understand. Not that far up the field.
I don't.
They've been doing it for the last 3 games.
Just not sure what's going on. And Coach Bachman quickly over there to talk to him just a little bit, and in the movie Tin Cup, Roy gets the shanks, and everything he's hitting was going OB and going left, and.
But I mean that's different. Kicking it out down on the 20 and you get it on 35. Here it's on the 45.
Here's at the 45 because you get it where it went out of bounds. Go back to the onside kick and just give yourself a chance to get it. Toss sweep goes back to forward to the far side. There goes Crenshaw again back there defensively. The young man is starting to do things. Daniel Crenshaw, the sophomore.
Yeah, they had been kicking the end out and running just inside the tackle and in, and linebackers wasn't getting there. And apparently they've made some adjustments to stop that play because that's the one that's been hurting the Trojans for the last couple of series.
We've talked about it all season long. The Trojans' second half adjustments or halftime adjustments, Coach, are as good as anybody that we've seen. But that first half, man, you just got to get off the bus quick. 2nd down and 9 from the 46-yard line. Back under center goes Ozark. Toss comes to forward to the near side. Strung out. Good job of tackling. And that is a beautiful play. That's Jason Blackwell, the junior. And you hear the cowbells cowbelling, the cheerleaders cheering, the palm line palming, and this is turning some momentum over to those Trojans. 3rd down and 9. Jimmy Duncan comes in. He will replace number 42, Omarion Mack.
Yeah, this is a big play right here. If we can make them go 3 and out, that'd be the first time tonight.
5:31. Yeah, they went 2 and out the last drive. 3rd down and 9. Trojan defense creeping up. Play action now going back. Here comes that pressure, and that's a big-time sack by the Trojans. Goodness gracious, that's what we needed there. Watch the replay right up the middle. Comes that Trojan interior line, and defensive coordinator Mercer really got after that defensive unit. Look at that penetration, and here they come right up the middle. And that's going to call for the first punt of the night. I do believe the first time we've seen the punt team out there on 4th down and 16.
Well, and you'd like to see them make a fielding play here. I don't know what kind of coverage they got, but the guy's up real close. He acts like he don't know if he should catch it or not catch it.
That one is up and away. That is Duncan getting under it. Duncan's got it. He's going to reverse field. Probably be best just to get out of bounds. That's going to come back on the block in the back, so this will be down inside the Trojans' red zone.
Yeah, there wasn't no doubt about that one. I mean, it's just right in front of the official, and then he's going to get up slow after he hit him in the back.
And there's a flag that comes down. Don't know if they were just moving or if that came down at the end of the play. Moved it over, and that's where they will mark the penalty from. So that's going to put you, we believe, around the 13-yard line starting this off.
Man, that was unfortunate. It would have been best just to run on by, and we'd have had it on about the 25-yard line. Instead, it's going to be, like I say, about the 13.
28-22. This has been the Datlin Cunningham half. He's had a couple of touchdowns in this one, led to by a big pass from Bordelon to Jalen Johnson. So the Trojans now have opened things up. We heard Coach Bachman say it's not the drives, it's just finishing these drives. So they'll be at the 17, 18-yard line here. First down and 10. You see it on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. 4:30 remaining in the third quarter.
Still got plenty of time. Don't abandon the run because that's been good to us.
3 wideouts to the top. Joe calls for it. Back to pass. There's that quick hitter to Mingo. Mai's got it, trying to get to the inside. Now the outside goes down at the 25-yard line. And that'll be a 6-yard pickup, second down and 4. This Trojan offense, you see Townsend get back in there, Coach. And Coach Bachman very excited about the future of that young man at H-back and tight end, continuing that strong tradition. There's a quick hitter to Johnson now. Jalen's got it. He's banging around, going to be dropped outside at the 44-yard line, briefly stopping the clock as they get out of bounds with that one. And, Coach, just as much as West Monroe was choking out the Trojans, now they've come with a flurry of welterweight type of punches. That's them.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that other bunch.
No, we don't.
It looks like that end on the other side was all sides. They didn't call it, but he was definitely in the neutral
Look,
zone.
Datlin just running hard, shoving defenders down around him and muscles his way for the first down into West Ouachita territory.
That's that want to, Doug, that I was talking about that we don't have in the first half, and I just don't understand. And if we go into the playoffs, they better come with a want to start with, or it's going to be a long night.
The Trojans are opening a can of want to here in the second half. High snap, Joe's got it. Handoff goes up the middle to Cunningham, but the play is blown dead prior to the snap. Don't know if it was a timeout or a penalty. The flag's on the far side. See it down, whistling this in. Dead ball false start against the Trojans, gives them more room to throw the fade.
How can your wide receiver, he can't even hear the signal. He's going on the snap of the ball. How can you be offsides or move?
Motion a little bit. Lindsey now checks in the backfield. He's there giving Cunningham a little breather. Ball rests at midfield.
It's a sweep right here.
That little hard count, and now look to the sideline. Johnson looking right at us, nearest the Trojan sideline. False start is going to be whistled again. They don't, yeah, there they finally call it.
Somebody might be calling the signal over there from West Ouachita. That's what Joe's saying.
And Joe's been talking about throughout, and that's that simulated snap from the defense. But back-to-back false start penalties. And Harrington is even pleading his case. Coach Bachman's letting him know about it.
Yeah,
but it's difficult to hear down there. But all of the players are there, and even Joe's getting up into the ear of the official. And you got to make sure you don't do that because you don't want an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty here.
That's the umpire's call right there, right behind the defensive line of scrimmage. He's the one that's got to hear that if there is somebody barking a snap count.
First down and 20. Joe playing with as much passion as we've seen him this season here in the second half. Third quarter, he brings Johnson in motion. Play action there. There's that screen set up to Mingo. Mingo's got to get through the seam and does. Gets the yardage back. He's getting to the outside. Got the first down. And give me all 20 on that little inside screen to Mingo.
Yeah, playing with a lot more effort, a lot more speed than they did the first half. I don't understand.
The tempo is there. And, you know, Coach talked to us about, he said, we got to finish drives and we got to get West Ouachita off the field, and they've done just that. First down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Handoff goes to Cunningham. And Coach, right on cue, that's one of those what?
slobber knockers.
That was a slobber knocker indeed. That was, goodness gracious.
He came off the end and untouched, and he was in the backfield just as soon as he got the handoff, and that's big number 33, I believe.
Look, any momentum that you get from running the ball just got knocked out of you right there. What a hit. 2nd down and 13, officially a loss of 3 on the play.
Here he comes again.
Handoff goes to Cunningham. This time looks like he tripped a little bit. Running over tacklers, still continues to run. Brought down finally. That was number 40 that got to him. That's Caden Tolbert that made the tackle. But if you don't believe, if you've never heard of Datlin Cunningham before, let me introduce him to you, because that young man is showing his senior pride here in his home stadium, and that's a timeout by West Ouachita. We'll take it with them and be back at third. Well, no, let's stay here, Chuck, and watch Cunningham run over tacklers. They think he's down right there, but Cunningham says, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the Datlin Cunningham, and we've been seeing all year long. He's getting where he's learned to run behind his shoulders. He's very physical, and if somebody out there doesn't pick him up, they're missing a nice running back, I have to say.
Look, what a tale of two halves, as I'm telling you, and I hate to equate it to an MMA fight, but we were getting the life choked out of us in that first half. But this second half, it has just been punch and counterpunch by the Trojans in this one. 3rd down and 2, you know, they're not thinking field goal or punt. They are using their momentum to lean on the Chiefs of West Ouachita right here, and we have got ourselves a thriller.
We've been having the most success running away from 33, so whichever side he lines up on, I think would go. He's on there.
Indeed it is. That's Michael Nolan. Michael Nolan is just solid defensively for this Chiefs ball club.
Yeah, we got our H-back to that side, so let's see what we got coming. Maybe block down on him here.
Seeing the outside linebacker showing blitz, and Joe checks off of it. 12 seconds now on the play clock. Bordelon now calls for it, and he's got it. Right up the middle it goes. That looks to be...
Got the first down, I believe.
Lindsey, JT Lindsey carries that one and gets a Trojan first down, giving Datlin just a brief break. But we've seen those two complement each other in the backfield so well this season. Here comes the offense, 1st down and 10 from the 20.
Again.
Lindsey's got it up the middle. JT busting through the defense. Down to the 5-yard line. JT's got a big 1st and goal set up for the Trojans.
It's just amazing the difference in first half and second half.
Just a quick motion, and here comes JT, and JT
nice
gets bent over backwards there.
Linebackers for West Ouachita stepped up that time and put a lick on him.
Trojans had the lead a couple of minutes into the game and gave up 28 consecutive points to the Chiefs of West Ouachita. And Trojans roared back with 14, looking to add 7 more here. 24, a lot of time on the play clock. Still do have to snap it before the end of the 3rd. 2nd down and goal. Joe trying to get the defense to jump a little bit. 13 and 12 and 10 now on the play clock. Brings a man in motion now, does Joe. He's got it. Handoff, inside sweep, trying to get around. Lindsey diving in, down just inside the 1, and that should do it for the 3rd quarter of play. The ball is, they're marking it officially down around the 2. The 1-yard line, 6 and 5. Clock stops with 5 seconds, 2 and 1. There it goes, and that will, in fact, do it for the 3rd quarter of play. When we come back, it will be a shot inside the 2 or the 1 for the Trojans. Can they tie this thing up and eventually take the lead? Don't go anywhere. 4th quarter around the corner from the Butch. You're watching it all on 446 Sports.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, apparel and promotions in Pineville.
We are back, all the way back to that two-point conversion for the Trojans on their first drive. That's what gives them the opportunity, if they can punch it in the end zone here, to go for the lead. They have trailed since early in the, I guess, since that first quarter when they go down 14-8.
I sure would like to see between now and the playoffs to work on Joe getting under center.
There he goes right there, Coach. Joe Bordelon under center, and he just barrels his way through. Touchdown, Joe Bordelon. Touchdown, Trojans. Second time under center for Joe Bordelon all season long, second touchdown. Yeah. We'll take that one, and we're knotted at 28. Watch the replay. Watch Joe sneak under there, and this is definitely, Coach, between this game and the playoffs.
Yeah, and that was a shocker to me because, like I say, I must have missed the first time he did it.
Knotted at 28. Mingo in to hold. That
sure,
is
good snap and
Mesh on the kick, or is that Van Dyke? That is Mesh in there, I believe. I'll have to look and see. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. Channing Mesh gives the Trojans the lead. And that is a donation to the Cancer Center. That flag is on the ground. We'll see if that was something.
Might have been offsides.
Could have been offsides. Could have been that leverage play where you we'll have to see. 11:57, just 3 seconds into the fourth quarter here. The Trojans look like they're going to get the option to take it, retry the kick, or take it on the kickoff, is what it appears. We'll have to see if we can listen in and get what the call is.
I'd just like to see them kick it further than the 45-yard line.
Waving the flag off there, and needless to say, 11:57 to go in this one, and the Trojans take their first lead since 10 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. And not out of the woods by any means, but you got a lot of momentum here.
If nothing else, put the old worm burner and kick it on top of the ball, make it bounce, go down around the 25-yard line or so. Kicking it out on the 45, I can't see the advantage there.
Van Dyke is in there. Bodie Van Dyke, the senior kicker for the Trojans. And he's pointing the other way. And this is the direction, Coach, that he does better kicking it. He does much better kicking it from left to right.
Well, they're anticipating the onside. I don't think you need to onside it, but I would like to see them just hammer it hard and fast on the ground and at least keep it in the field of play.
Indeed. We'll see if we can keep one in bounds here. Goodness gracious, 29-28, and this has been an exciting third quarter to call as we ease over into the fourth, just 3 seconds in to the final period of play. Van Dyke puts a foot in this one, and look, what a difference. He kicks it out for a touchback. Left to right, he's a much better kicker than right to left.
And
I don't understand
where has that been all year? Kicks it out of the end zone. Don't understand.
Look, it's we're in close confines here, and we're next to the crew from West Ouachita, and doing a great job on the call for the Chiefs for those guys. So happy to be up here with them. Unlike those guys from the other Ouachita.
Yeah, we would have put them out in the rain, but these guys are nice, so we're gonna let them sit inside the press box.
That's correct. Touchback puts it at the 20-yard line. And here come the Chiefs looking to answer back on those 3 straight scores. There's that misdirection.
Reverse.
Trojans right on it, but Crenshaw crushes in and off and going. We'll see if the Trojans can get there. You're not going to catch him. Goodness gracious. And there's that dadgum horn again. Seth Clampett takes it 80 yards, and Wow, we're going to outlaw that horn next year. No illegal noise-making devices in the stadium.
Yeah, that sounds like the, what is it TCU, the Horned Frogs has got the horn?
Look, it's not. So we're going to, let me see if I can get security over to the far side.
Yeah.
But what is explosive is that big 80-yard run from Clampett that, the Trojans kept the lead just momentarily, and 2 touchdowns here. I believe it. The two-point conversion coming to the near side makes it 36-29, and I'm beside myself. Look, I'm telling you what, if you've tuned in and this is the first time that you've watched 446 Sports, we invite you to hit like and follow and go back and watch it again. If it's on YouTube, go back and see it. A lot of West Ouachita fans watching our broadcast decided not to listen to their radio call of it, and we appreciate that. Can't beat fun at the old ball game. 11:43 to go here, dare I say, in regulation from Butch Stoker Stadium. First touchdown, that stops a 21-point outburst by the Trojans and gives the Chief back the lead.
And Ouachita will come with a worm burner here or not possible onside kick. I wouldn't put it past him right here.
So we talked to brother-in-law. Because of the rain, he didn't run the camera tonight, came inside. I said, just run the scoreboard. Goodness gracious, the scoreboard is a difficult one on this evening.
I would try to give you the drive recap, but my drive sheet has caught fire.
That one is going up and have to come out and play and fall on it, and the Trojans do. My goodness. Boy, look, there is nothing safe about these kickoffs and special teams.
Special
That's Jimmy
team play
Duncan.
has not been exemplary tonight, I tell you.
Trojans will have it from the 37-yard line. What can happen next? Seth Clampett, 4.5 speed, and we saw it on display as he goes 80 yards to the house, and that was that little misdirection. And you knew when Crenshaw bit to the inside of it that Clampett was gone. First down and 10 from the 37-yard line. We'll give it. Joe in the backfield. Handoff goes to Datlin. Datlin trying to get to the outside, and he's going to be brought down. The first man there is number 51, Cooper Talley, the defensive tackle.
Yeah, he tried to bounce it out, but he'd probably been better off to stay where he was and pick up a couple of yards because he basically didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you hate to use the words on paper, but on paper you expected a close matchup like this. You didn't quite expect the offensive outburst. Quick snap, throw to Mingo, and he's got it bouncing high in the air and out of bounds. Almost hits Lamar over there on the sideline, it looked like. Lamar, you got to catch that, knock it back in bounds.
Well, that's one of them, should have had it. It was a little high, but it hit him in the hands and didn't make the play. That's going back to the last week's game. There's several passes that went through hands that we didn't make play. Now we're calling a timeout here because this could be a big series right here for the Trojans.
Indeed it is. You don't want to you've got to answer that. You've ran off 3 consecutives, and I think that was just an official's timeout. It won't be charged to either team, I don't believe, just the official's timeout. That's the reason that it didn't go very long. 3rd down and 10. Clock runs. It was just the official's timeout. So don't charge that to anyone. 11:07 remaining here in regulation.
Little confusion.
It was an incomplete pass. Not sure why the clock's running there. Joe gets that screen off to Johnson, that drag across the middle. Jalen's got it, and that is very true. The pass was incomplete. Not sure why the clock was started there. About 9 seconds of this one, and you don't want to miss any of the time in this one. Quickly, the Trojans back to the line, working tempo once again. 45-yard line of the Chiefs, and they look to the near side to get the signal.
That's that old drag route. I love that. That's a tough pass to cover, especially going all the way across the field.
And it's tough to stay in there as long as Joe stayed in there. Gets that one to Cunningham. Cunningham looking for a run. Cuts up the middle. There goes Datlin running over defenders down to the 20-yard line, and here come the Trojans back to the red zone. 1st down and 10, and quickly they'll get to the line of scrimmage. Jimmy Duncan is out to the left alongside of Mingo and Johnson. Nobody on Jalen. Jalen wide open. Now finally somebody getting out there on there, and this tempo is really working over West Ouachita. unable to get the ball snapped off, though, ahead of time. There goes Datlin continuing to run over tacklers inside the 15 to the 14.
Number 33 kind of dragging. I don't know if that's him on the ground, but he was definitely puffing and blowing, and I think that's him down. And
if that's you look like Michael Nolan.
No, I see 33 up, so that's somebody else. But he was definitely puffing and blowing there, and we're running right at him right now.
That is 33 Michael Nolan, and he goes 6'4", 6'2", 240, the young man, and is flat out a player
I've been
for
impressed with
this
his
Chiefs
play.
team. Oh, there's no doubt about it. Look, I'm telling you, in the last, Coach, 7 or 8 years that we've been calling Ash football, this is by far the best West Ouachita team that I've seen.
Yeah, no doubt. They've got speed. They've got toughness. The offensive and defensive line is much improved. They've done a heck of a job with them and what I've seen over the last couple of years.
Coach Hightower and that group coaching well. This is a chess match back and forth, and this definitely going to be one of those instant classics. If you're watching it live, we thank you for that. If you've gone back and watch it, hello on this Saturday morning or Sunday afternoon or wherever you find yourself. We're glad to have you here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Had 52,000 views on our YouTube page in the last 28 days. Excited about that one. 2nd down and 4 from the 14-yard line. Go the Trojans. Following that injury timeout that sends Nolan to the bench, and I bet he's not there more than a play or two.
Yeah, because he definitely stalwart in that defensive front.
There goes Cunningham to the outside, 10-5, touchdown. How about that? Let's all listen for the horn. Nobody heard the horn.
No horn.
We didn't hear the horn this time. Look, I'm telling you, this is all out of love. Don't look, my West Ouachita fans, don't hate on me. We're having a lot of fun with the radio crew up here. You guys are a spirited fan base, and we think the world of you without a doubt.
Yeah, I'd like to we need to get us a Trojan horse,
Right? But they don't make noise. I mean, stuff like that. The cannon over at Pineville is great. We don't have that. High snap, kick is up, and it is good. We're knotted at 36 again. Goodness gracious, we'll be back in 30 seconds. Take a chance to catch our breaths, and we'll be back here on 446 Sports.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
We are back here, and I'm telling you, fun up in the press box, having a good time here with our friends from West Ouachita. But it's time to get down to business here. 36-36. If you had it over 72, you're in business tonight in this one. Don't know what happened with his headset there, but he's getting it back on. He's off eating. That way he cooked it, so it's all right for Coach Lott to go back and do that. Van Dyke, who we said kicks it much better from left to right.
I'd like to see him kick it out of the end zone again.
And he does. There's back-to-back touchbacks. Left to right. He's a much better kicker. I don't understand it.
And there's not in the wind. If I'm looking, I don't see any wind blowing. I'm looking at the.
Well, the ball doesn't get high enough to get into the wind. It just gets about 5 feet off the ground.
It'd be like a lefty sitting in the right-handed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
We'll take it. At least they're starting on the 20. They got.
Well, the only problem with that is last time they were on the 20.
80 yards.
Seth Clampett takes it to the house 80 yards on that misdirection. Trojans have outscored West Ouachita 28-8 over the last little while. Over the middle, busted coverage. That one is complete. Jimmy Duncan's going to track him down.
Boy, I don't know where the safety was looking that time, but he was nowhere to be found.
I've called a lot of games in my days, but I don't remember one. Yes, I do. Way back when Craig Knoll was playing here for the Trojans, and that Abbeville game was 70 to 72 to 70. Anyway, those that remember it, remember it. And we called that right here. 9:40 and counting, 36 apiece. First down and 10 from the 34-yard line.
I guess when you get used to looking at the run, and you forget you're a secondary guy and get sucked up, and that's exactly what happened there.
And it doesn't take but a moment to look inside. Toss back to Ford. He's got it running around. There's a big stop by the defense. Coach, I attribute it to like the outfielder who takes the first step up and can't get to the ball over it. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was definitely an uh-oh.
4 yards from Cadillac, and it is second down and 6. Goodness gracious, had to break out extra stat sheets for this one as we've exhausted all of the ones that we had earlier.
You look for a steady diet of Cadillac here, I would think, burning the clock and also moving it down the field.
You really want to keep it away from the Trojans if you are West Ouachita, but goodness, toss to the near side, getting to the outside, and that won't quite do it. And looking for a flag and not going to hear it. And there's that horn. There it is. Goodness gracious, Cadillac revs the engines and gets into the end zone. My goodness, what a ball game this is. I'm just, I'm exhausted with what I have seen tonight.
And to me, it's amazing how, Ouachita just beat the socks off of these folks, and then they turn around and come and play like this. It's just a tale of two teams, I guess.
Still saying that we're going to see a scoop and score from the Trojans tonight. Not sure when, but I'm still saying it. That extra point is up, nearly blocked, but it is good. 43-36 here in the fourth, and the Trojans have got first one to 70 wins it. We'll call it there, 8:31. We'll be back in 30 seconds on 446 Sports.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
Back to action we go here, 43-36. The Chiefs lead it, and I'm beside myself in this game. Will Hillman set to kick it off, and I don't know. I've called a lot of games in my years that I've been calling, and seen a lot of high-scoring, big-time games. But it's just been big play after big play in this one.
I'd like to see the return team catch this ball in the air and bring it back. We've been falling on it and everything else. And
see them come up just a little bit more and play this. It bounces around. And coming back to the near side, the Trojans will have it at the 44-yard line, as that was Townsend that got that one.
At least he brought it back a few yards anyway.
Tanner Townsend, the sophomore, remember that name. Trojans start out here, and Coach.
That's some Bunky Townsends, too. I used to teach them back in the day, way long time ago.
I've tried to call a lot of things here. Lindsey in there. I like the wheel route here. I like, there's good coverage. The safety moves to the side. Mingo's got an opportunity to run straight down the field. Snap is back. Lindsey's going to have it. Lindsey trying to race to the sideline, but is not even going to get close to it, as here comes number
25,
but I don't see him on the roster. Yeah. Don't see 25 at all. Let me see if I can pick it up over there. That's Alan Dean, the senior, another one of those big-time seniors. Just he goes 6'2" and 200 and was able to track him down. So not only are they big, but they're fast. Yeah, catching J.T. Lindsey is no easy task. Joe calls for it. Handoff goes up the middle. That is Lindsey once again.
And they're trying to tackle the football there as well. He was lucky to hang on to it. Picked up a couple of yards.
Here comes Datlin. Here comes Jimmy Duncan. Lindsey hobbling off just a little bit. Townsend will come off with him.
Several injuries that they're not looking like they're running full speed.
Eric Jones and Jimmy Duncan to the near side. Noah's Ark formation. They're out there 2-by-2. Mingo and Jalen to the top of the field.
Got an 85 sitting over on the bench here. He's the one that got his bell rung earlier, I think.
Cunningham, he was. Cunningham back in there in the backfield with Joe. 7 and 6 and 5 on the play clock. Everybody set, ball is snapped. Back to passes Joe. There's that drag route to Jones. Eric's got it. Eric's got the first down, trying to get to the corner, and does. Eric Jones, can you say 6? Dude, never.
Where did that come from?
Look, that's that drag route has been there. Watch it again on the 446 Sports replay. Eric Jones gets to the sideline and just turns it right up, does not go out of bounds, and you're not going to get him.
I thought they had the angle on him, but he showed some burst of speed there. Didn't know he had.
Swinging gate for the Trojans. They close at 43-42. An extra point away from tying this up. Just a minute plus on the drive for the Trojans. Kick is up, and it is good. Back in 30 on 446 Sports.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Lock On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
We're back to action. The quote of the night is, "This is way better than getting beat by 60." I understand that, my friend. I understand it. If we can just work the Ruston Cookies into this event, it's a perfect night. 43-43, we are tied, and I just don't know what to make out of this. I think I'm going to run out of my prescription of Tums, and this is, no, I don't have a prescription for Tums. Let's just straighten that out. There's another kick. Going back to the 5-yard line is where Ouachita has it. To the 10 now, 15.
There he goes.
To the inside, 25, 30, and 35 is where West Ouachita will start, just outside the 35 to the 36, and
that's right. I guess that's the reason we hadn't been kicking it deep, because he's got pretty good speed. That's the same one that ran the reverse, if I'm not mistaken, huh?
Well, one thing that you've got to do is your adjustment. You've got to stay home on the ends. Don't let that misdirection get you.
Man,
Make your tackles and come here and get out of it.
Yeah, we've got some, got some guys that normally haven't played in certain positions out there that's having to step up tonight, and has made a difference, especially on the defense. We got a question, officials talking over something here.
Well, look, if you've got the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, then you are you're getting your money's worth out of this one tonight. This one game alone finds the Trojans and the Chiefs knotted at 43, and my goodness. Yeah, because the play clock is different on one side than it is on the other. They're about a 10-second differential when they're going. So what you'll do is you'll watch the back judge when he puts his hand up means there's 10 seconds, and then they'll go from there. So they will keep the play clock on the field, we do believe.
The play clock or the 25-second clock?
That's the one.
Yeah, because
same thing.
Yeah, I noticed it a while ago. They had 2 different times. One end had 16 or 17 seconds, the other had 6. So
1st and 10.
Oh, there's that tight
fullback
dive
gets
formation.
it. Why not? And here comes a. Was that a towel or a flag that came in at the end? That's just a towel that was there, and
33 is limping out there again. He's going both ways, and I got to give that young man credit. He's had a heck of a game, offensively and defensively.
And that's Michael Nolan, who is playing both sides of the football, and he's staggering around like Rocky Balboa, but will not come out of it. Look, the effort by that young man. Is he a senior? Indeed, he is. 6'2", 240. That young man goes, and he's going to make somebody a special player at the next level.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't pick him up, I would be surprised.
Once again to the fullback, and there's that interior line of the Trojans getting a stop. But now's where you have to make sure that West Ouachita just doesn't choke out a 4 or 5 minute drive on you.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want them to score on one play either, but you got to get off the field here. This is a crucial set of downs for the Trojan defense.
Yeah, look for that reverse again at some point. Maybe not this play, but that's been a big play for him.
You're absolutely right. You find a way to get Clampett out in space somehow. He's the receiver to the top of the field. You got Cadillac Ford in the backfield, and there's Ozark under center.
There's
Back
the
to pass now, going over the top, and that was intended for the speedster Clampett, and he's unable. And going down hard that time was Sam Ozark at the hands of Aiden Walker. 3rd down on the field for the Trojans. Can that defense make a stop? PA announcer Ronnie Schwartz doing his best to get this Trojan senior night crowd on their feet.
Our secondary has gotten toasted a couple of times. You can bet they're going to see that on the film in the playoffs, that we got to do a better job of recognizing pass play, even though they don't throw but about 6 or 7 times a game.
Ball rests on the 42. There's that toss back to the inside, but going to be stopped shy of it.
You know they're going to go for it here, I would think. 4th down and less than a yard, or a yard and a half.
4th down and 2. There's no way they don't go for it here. Again, you get Ozark under center and push that line like a rugby scrum through. The problem with that is if you bunch in too tight, that's when you can bust one over the top.
Right.
My goodness, Coach Mercer, to be him tonight would be difficult. There goes
Now, they got him
Clampett.
foot to foot. I'd say this is the quarterback right here. No.
There's a toss back to the near side. Trojans coming up. And they're going to mark the 1st down. Just diving forward and willing his way through there was Cadillac Ford. And now the left foot, right foot, and we'll see where the spot is.
From where the sideline official is, that's a 1st down. And they're
It's where it looks. It's going to be
get the
by the
measurement.
nose of the football. It's going to be a 1st down. We'll see, Chuck. I don't know if we have.
can't see for the players in the way.
You'll have to watch for the reaction here.
He's trying to get the drone up in the air, but it's not able to get it in flight just in time.
Look, did we use the chain with the extra link in it, or what did we get out there today?
Is that our chain crew?
Can't see the field where the ball is because of where the Trojans are.
It might be a West Ouachita chain crew.
But the Trojans will let you know about it right away as it's directly in front of them.
And this 1st down,
Yeah, there's
no doubt.
you don't need to see the ball. You look and see which team is pointing, and you mark that one down at 4:46 to go here, and I did that.
They're going to they burn the clock and then get a
Goodness
score.
gracious.
Trojans don't get a stop here. That might be the difference in the ball game.
This is one of them games you need about 4 or 5 overtimes in.
Ooh.
This is, goodness, just leave straight from here and go down to Baton Rouge in the morning. Why not?
Trojans need to get them sacked in the backfield or stop them deep. Otherwise, they're going to pick up 3 and 4 yards and try to burn all as much clock as they can.
Yeah, maybe send some sort of a blitz off. Crenshaw coming in, perhaps. Toss sweep goes to the far side.
And he cuts it outside.
Does a great job of
Stiff
getting to the
arm.
corner and stiff arming and getting out of bounds. And Cadillac shifts into those higher gears, Coach, as good as anyone.
Yeah, he kind of coasting along there, and then all of a sudden put the speed on and then turned the corner and picked up almost the 1st down again.
He lulls the defenders to sleep, but we're getting dangerously close to that time where they're back to playing West Ouachita style of football. First one to 50 is going to win this one. 2nd down and 2.
We'll have to get a fumble or something here because I don't see us stopping them so far.
Handoff goes right up the
Dive.
middle, and that's going to be that fullback dive once again that gets another 1st down, 33-yard line. And now you start looking at where you're at in field goal range. Trojans have their full complement of timeouts. Goodness gracious, you look at the work of Clampett tonight, Ozark, but I am most impressed with number 33, Michael Nolan, who has played both sides of the ball, has not come out of there at all, and he just is a ball player on that West Ouachita team. 43-43, 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining here in regulation.
Seemed like there's a lot of time being there's the umpire with his hand up saying that 10 seconds now. Well, good
that
job
one is
that time.
stopped up the middle, and that was that big fullback dive.
Good job by the defensive front submarine in that time. That was Bryce, and is that number 64? Kitch's number? 64, 84?
84, yeah,
84.
is there. But just slowly going methodically over to the sideline to get the play, and then Ozark will walk his way back over. That sophomore is going to be difficult to stop in his next couple of years here at West Ouachita.
You know, they're trying to milk the clock and at the same time try to get the score. And you can look for Cadillac on this one, I think, on the sweep.
2nd down and 8. And it is. The toss comes to the near side. Good job of tackling there. Coming up and making that play for the Trojans was Cameron Stewart. 25-yard line. Not sure the range of the field goal kicker from this West Ouachita team, but I know that he has been solid on extra points. 245 and counting.
They're in four down territory for sure. I don't look for them to even try a field goal unless they get down to maybe 20 seconds left on the clock. Look for the fullback this time.
Looking for some momentum. Trojans trying to even their record at 5-5. Toss goes to the far side.
Whoa.
Spun around, hitting the circle button and driving through. Going to be stopped just shy of the first down. And the helmet comes off of Cadillac, so Cadillac's got to come out of play.
I think Cadillac needs to get a new helmet. That's about the 4th or 5th time he's lost his helmet. You know, they don't put on those helmets like we used to. You had to stretch the ear holes out to get them on. Now they put it on like a cap.
Young man 23 comes into the ball game. I got to believe there's not a chance he gets the football on this one. 29 is the fullback, and watch Ozark right here. 4th down, got to have a big stop. Down under 2 minutes, 1:47 to go here in regulation. Ozark under center. Fullback gets it. He's hit. He's going to have the first by just a couple of inches again.
I think the offensive line did a good job of moving ours back. Even though we made contact, he was still at
Trojans wanting a measurement once again, not going to get it. Football kicked around, so there's no telling where it's going to be now. But it is 1st down and 10, and the clock just ticking away in this one.
They got to have a trickeration play here. They're going to wait and run it down as far as they can. They're going to have one special play. Look how deep the tailback is.
Can't beat fun at the old ballpark. What a night of football here. Ozark under center. He's back. Fakes the toss. Going over the top. Trojans got to turn around. Good job defensively, and man, that was an opportunity to pick that one off. You cannot argue with the play call there.
Yeah, they saved that one play for the biggie. And
watch the defense of the Trojans, and that was triple coverage that Ozark throws it in. Might not have wanted to. Frazier looked like perhaps was there. We'll have to go back and look at it. Again, does two things. It stops the clock, and it gets the miss on it. I'd like to have that 8 seconds back from early in the third quarter.
Going to go back to Cadillac, I'd say running to the short side of the field over there. And if they don't need to use a timeout, conserve as much clock as can.
Trojans may need to think about it. Ozark, the toss.
Cadillac this way.
Cadillac comes this way, and he is hit hard. Stands up. Quickly a timeout by the Trojans. They take their first with 1:06.
Got to tackle the football here or something. I'm sure they got a field goal kicker or extra point kicker that it wouldn't be, but what about a 23
well, it'd be
yard,
19, 29, 36 yard. I'm not sure the range of the field goal kicker at all, but it looks to be 4 down territory for West Ouachita.
We'll listen to the other
He's
guys.
been automatic on extra points tonight, but have been efficient on offense and have not had to attempt field goals this season. So they've been solid from that aspect of it, but boy, these Trojans have got to get off the field just one more time. 1 minute, 6 seconds. If you've not had fun in this ball game, you need to move off to some other sport, because this has been a night of football here from Butch Stoker Stadium. 1:06 remaining on senior night in what, Coach? In regulation.
Yeah, don't go there. We're going to either pick one off here or they're going to drop it on the ground, hopefully.
I'm still holding tight to my scoop and score for the Trojans. Ronnie Schwartz trying to get this Trojan fan base up, and up they go.
You know,
3rd down and 7 we play from the 18-yard line. Ozark back under center. He's got Ford in the backfield with him. Play action going on the little out pass. 1st down.
It's a little waggle
Goodness
play.
gracious.
Slipped him out into the flat there, and he was wide open. Luckily, we recovered. Now the guy's down. I don't know if that's one of them. If that's a cramp or if it's a time to call a timeout.
The play calling of West Ouachita has been on point here on this last drive. They have done a methodical. This is very reminiscent of that 16-play, 99-yard drive they had after the Trojans failed to get into the end zone on that 1st and goal from the 2.
Yeah, we have not stopped them. It's a matter of them not making a play here or there. That's the only thing that's kept them out of the end zone.
Trojans down to just, 2 timeouts? 2 times out?
Yeah, I think they've only called one, best of my memory.
2 timeouts.
Nearly
like
a 6-minute
out
drive in this one, as you went from a series that went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, to now West Ouachita doing what they've needed to do on this drive and get into what they call that 4-minute offense, and you try to just drain as much clock off of it as you can and not leave your opponent any time. And my goodness, in a 43-43 ball game, we've got to have something. That is...
Coach just called a timeout, I think.
That is Clampett that was down. Seth Clampett.
Talk to the defense here, and importance of this series, the next couple of plays is going to be whether they go into overtime or not. Yeah, Ash just called a timeout, if I'm not mistaken.
Not only was the pulled pork good, but this game ain't a bad one. 43 for the Trojans, 43 for the Chiefs. This was a game that was 28-8 at one point.
I certainly didn't expect this a high score in the game, especially out of the West Ouachita. They've definitely impressed me tonight with their play.
If you had the over in this one, cash your ticket. You have already won this one. Under 1 minute to go, and one of the longer games that we played this season, as you might expect, with 86 points. I'm glad we're not driving 2 hours home tonight. Glad that we're not making the drive home.
And there's no good way to get there from here.
No, you got to go up somewhere, take a left, a right, go back, and somehow to get there.
And hit the curves.
Here we go, 1st down and goal. Toss sweep back to Cadillac, as you might expect, and he wrecks right in the middle.
That's a big number.
That's Jeremiah Jeffers Wright that stands in there.
And once again, a call a timeout, or is that Trojans, or is that Ouachita?
Not
Ouachita.
sure if who got that timeout. West Ouachita is whistles for the timeout, and we'll absolutely take that one.
That should be all of theirs, I think. That's all of West Ouachita's timeouts.
Not sure why the Chiefs take that timeout, because you give the Trojans an extra timeout to use. And
hey, Brett, Chiefs last timeout.
Goodness gracious. 2nd and goal from the 5, and the young man, they said, has not ever attempted a field goal.
Yeah,
no way he misses from down here, though.
They're going for it right here. Like
little announcer Jinx trying to work out, but there's a lot of football to be played before that even presents his head. Ozark under center. Toss back to Cadillac. Cadillac banging his way inside the 5 to the 3 and the 2. See if the Trojans take their timeout here. They don't. 3rd down and goal from the 2.
This is either
34 seconds. Of all the nights for our clock to be working tonight, it is tonight. Down under 30 and 29 and 28. Tick, 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 tick. Toss back to Cadillac. He's going to be hit. Bang around and into the end zone. No, he's down inside the 1. 4th down and inches. Trojans don't take the timeout. Oh, West Ouachita apparently had 1 to go. There's absolutely no way that you don't get Ozark under center here and let him just try to barrel his way in. You are inches away from the end zone. Need Brett to run down there with the other camera and get on the goal line.
Yeah, the only thing you can hope for is a legal procedure or something like that, because if they fall forward, any penetration.
You know, this is the first time that I've seen Bachman run out to the defensive huddle that's out there. That is something that we've not ever seen him. He understands the importance of this game, as it is 4th and goal from inside the 1.
And it would be the first time Trojans has had a losing season in quite some time. I think this is a big, big play here.
4th and goal inside the 1, and there's no way you don't get Ozark under there, and that he'll dip down underneath, get down low. His bottom's almost touching the ground. He tosses it back, falls down. There's going to be a stop in the backfield, and the Trojans say, I don't think so. How about that?
I never thought they would do that.
Oh, and there's a penalty flag, and that's going to get the Trojans out of harm's way, but 12 seconds to go, and they will not take a knee. You can believe that. Watch the instant replay here.
Yeah,
we're watching it along with you. I thought Ozark would go right up the middle with it, but he falls coming out of there, and that is his big time of play by Ethan White, as we've seen. Personal foul against the Trojans, and the fans are upset, but you can't move the ball anywhere. There's nowhere to push it back. But, my goodness, you got to get Joe back under center.
It must have been somebody said something, because I didn't see anything else.
You got to get snapping the ball back into the end zone. You got to be so careful. You cannot take a penalty in the end zone. None of that. You've got to get the ball out of there. Ethan White was on the show last night, and he said he was ready to bring that intensity and bring that fire. And, indeed, he did. Look at him on the sideline. The senior is fired up. Coach, you've just got to get number 15 there. Trying to find Ethan and can't do it there, but we'll get back out onto the field as the Trojans have just got to – you got to get Joe back under center and get that ball out of the shadow of your own goal line.
And if he drops the ball in the end zone, that's not the way you want to see this in the end. I'd go into overtime in a minute.
Don't think Joe can't quick kick it from here.
No,
and there's an offsides. They're going to get offsides for West Ouachita, and that should survive what would have been a game-ending
could have been a near safety, exactly. Because Joe was standing deep in the end zone, and bad snap, anything can happen right here. I'd still go under center and go into overtime.
How about this one? Goodness gracious, just off the ball as far as they can go. You give the ball to Dat and let him try to break something here. 12 seconds remaining. Secure the football. Snap it back. Joe's looking to throw. Got to get it out of there. Dumps it off. Screen is complete to Jalen Johnson. Jalen's banged around. Got to get a timeout if you're the Trojans. Clock will stop momentarily.
And clock it.
Clock and the Trojans are out of timeouts. Slowly moving the chains are the Trojans. A lot of time there between that, and Joe does clock it. Trojans are going to have one shot left. They'll put 1 or 2 seconds back on the clock here, as Joe did get the snap down. Got to put a couple of seconds on it. Why would this one end in regulation, guys? Doesn't matter. Yeah, 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. You get one play here for the Trojans, and look how far deep. I think that West Ouachita has played closer on a kickoff than they are on this one. They are back deep here.
Yeah,
watch a little razzle-dazzle, a little something going on.
And it might be the screen, middle screen here, underneath screen, and let them go downfield and block.
What a ball game. Joe's got it. Quick snap over to Eric. Eric's going to try to get going. We'll spin it, just hang on to it. Don't throw it down. Sling him down, and let's get one extra play. Yeah. Not going to do it. That will end things in regulation. We have free football tonight, folks. I just, the season that won't end. It's Trojans make a tremendous defensive stand there. Ethan White with the play of the game on that stop. Just sells out, gets into the backfield, and was on a collision course with Cadillac Ford and makes the stop.
Ooh, and the wind's picking up here all of a sudden.
It's not supposed to be blowing like that inside the press box.
Yeah, somebody opened the door and it's like a vacuum comes. Whoosh. It's good. I'd say good 25 mile an hour wind. I looked at the guy in the rain suit out here, and he's about to blow him off the top of the bleachers.
So overtime rules are very similar to those of college, not like the pro level. Each team will possess the ball. So you'll go to the coin toss, and you'll say whether you want to go. If you win the toss, whether you want to go on offense or defense first. So if you go on offense, then you come back and play defense. If you're on defense, then you go right back to offense on there. So it rotates the way that it does. You alternate opportunities. Should be at the 10.
10-yard line, and they get
and they'll get 4 plays at it or however many it takes.
I'd like to see them go on defense first. To me, that's an advantage because if you get a stop, then all you got to do is have an extra point field goal. Basically.
Go back and look at the intangibles. You think that the field goal kicking of the Trojans maybe is a little bit better than that of West Ouachita, but everything is going to be from point-blank range here. But my goodness.
You got to ask for another goal line stand like the Trojans just showed you there.
No time on the clock. It shows 2 seconds up there, but those did run off. We are heading to overtime in this one. This is free football. For all of those in attendance tonight, you get a little extra of this one.
Yeah, the West Ouachita folks will be a little bit later getting back to the north side of the state.
Look, if you decided to stay home and not come out and see this one, you have missed a battle here. Trojans need this to propel them into the playoffs. They need a momentum-building win here. Goodness gracious. Want to thank all of you, those of you that have joined us, that have watched from around the state your other games. Here we go to overtime in District 2, 5A. The Ash Trojans, the West Ouachita Chiefs, knotted at 43. A game that the Trojans trailed by 20 in that one. Joe will come out and make the call. The senior quarterback and punter and do it all for the Trojans goes out there. What a team effort this has been by everyone. West Ouachita will call, and good sportsmanship as they all shake hands again out there. West Ouachita will call this one, and all they're doing is saying we want offense or defense first.
Well, and then you decide
get
which
to decide
end of the
which
field.
end zone you'll go play.
Yeah, and Coach, I saw him. Coach telling me he wanted to go to this end zone to our right here, which is the way the wind is blowing right now, south to north. If you look at the flag out there, it's pretty brisk.
Indeed it is. Make sure that you hit that notification bell. Like and subscribe if you're following along with us on YouTube, and make sure you hit that notification bell. You'll be alerted any time we go live, and we do that quite a bit.
I got to give kudos to West Ouachita. I'm definitely impressed with their play. Overall, they're a whole lot better than I've seen them, and they played well tonight, especially number 33.
Michael Nolan.
Yeah, I'd write a letter to several colleges just to see that kid get another shot to play, because he's definitely is a hoss out there, playing both ways and very physical and a nice size.
Looks like the Trojans won the toss because West Ouachita is electing to see which side they want to go. Trojans did win, and they've deferred their option. They'll go to defense, and that has West Ouachita moving left to right. So you get the Trojans with an opportunity to come out and make a defensive stop here, Coach, and all they got to do is put it in the end zone.
Yeah, or kick a field goal, basically.
My
goodness, what a ball game this has been. Doug Gann alongside of Ernie Lott bringing you Ash Trojan football. 43-43, we move into overtime. Ball to be placed at the 10-yard line. Each team will get the opportunity to get it into the end zone. An interception, fumble, turnover ends a drive. And
needs another goal line stand here because basically that's what it's going to be.
First down and goal. There is no opportunity to make a first down in this. Short of
a little tight end dump was a pretty good play they ran earlier. Can't do that. Tell the band to play something.
Trying to get the PA to play music, and they don't do that up here. The band's got to do it. But here we go. Ozark under center. Dips down low like he does. First one, we're going to run that option. Ozark trying to get into the end zone, and he does. And, boy, all the drama that we built up about that one. And Ozark just keeps it himself and goes to the –
there's that dead gum horn again. I'm going to pull the plug on that thing.
Look, everybody's got to have something, and that's that gets that crowd.
At least it's
from
not
West
as bad
Ouachita.
as that cannon from the Rebels. I mean, that thing makes me jump every time, and I know it's coming.
Swinging gate coming perhaps from the Chiefs. My goodness, the sophomore quarterback Sam Ozark gets that one. And
if you can get
not
a blocked extra point would be
we've
nice.
not seen him miss an extra point. One of the better kickers I've seen here. Kick is up, and no announcer jinx in this one at all. We'll switch sides, and so the Trojans have to score here. And I just, Coach, I don't know anymore if the Trojans score if they go for two.
You think? Well, you know how Coach is.
Absolutely. He's looking to win it right here. He wants to get in the end zone, and he wants to get the touchdown and the two-point conversion and wrap it up here.
But his success at that has not been very good.
He's 0 for 3 for that in big games. Cunningham comes back in there. Jalen Johnson will be the lone receiver to the top, Joe Bordelon. And you got to believe that Datlin is going to have an opportunity to get into the end zone.
This big number 33 out there, if it is, I'd run away from him.
Eric Jones to the near side. In the slot is Mingo. Mingo's got an opportunity once again to get over to that post. Nobody's really covering his right side. Finally, they get someone out on him. Johnson moves inside to give himself room to go to that corner pylon. Looking to the near side. And, boy, there was no drama in that first drive for West Ouachita at all. As Ozark takes it 10 yards high. Snap. Cunningham's got it. Stutter stepping. Banging around. He gets 4 yards on the play down to the 7, or they'll give him 3. Second and goal. Trojans, will they go momentum or tempo?
And just make sure we get the right play called here because you can't afford a loss of yardage here. Picking up 3 and 4 is to get into the end zone is good.
Well, when you're having to battle for it here, you hate that. You'd like to get in there on that first play, too. Inside handoff. Now, no, Joe's got it. Joe zips it in there into the end zone. Mingo. They're calling it a catch and a touchdown. My goodness, diving there is Mingo. The rollout, the play action to Cunningham. And we'll see it again on the big screen here. Watch the play action to Cunningham. Draws the linebackers for a minute. Zipping the ball in from the lefty to Mingo. This time he's got it. Swinging gate comes in and they close it.
Well, and Coach Bachman did decide to go for one. This is a big extra point right here.
50-49. We said the first one to 50 would win it. We don't want that to be the case now. Snap is back to Mingo. Kick is up, and he hammers that one through. That is up, and it is good, big time. Best kick that I've seen all year out of mesh. He hammers that one, and the Trojans will come right back on offense.
Well, and could have got a rough in the holder that time. 33 kind of put a lick on Mingo, but it wasn't called.
50-50 in this one. And oh, my goodness. What a battle this has been.
Kind of surprised Coach Bachman didn't go for 2 there, and I think.
Well,
you know, he's always
he knows
that
but he knows that his squad gets the ball offensively the next time.
Right.
Yes, this is overtime number 2. And you see it right on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. We are tied at 50.
Not exactly a defensive struggle.
Not in the slightest, it hasn't. I don't know if it's been efficient offenses or a struggle on defense, but it has been a lot of fun to call this one. If you're not a fan of 446 Sports before tonight, you surely ought to be after this one.
And thank goodness the rain is held off. Supposed to be here around 11. We might get it before it's over with.
Indeed, there are. A big shout out to those. If you're looking to have your team live streamed, reach out to us at info@446 Sports. Bordelon in the backfield with Datlin. 2 receivers to the near side. Jalen locked in off the left tackle. Handoff there. No, Joe's got it again. Joe's going to run. Joe's going to run, and he bangs his way into the end zone. But the blocking by Jalen Johnson was phenomenal. Trojans, you got to believe, may line up and go for 2 right here, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now they're bringing out Mesh once again. Watch the replay, and Joe just got him a little bit of 1-2 right there. Goodness gracious, they close the gate here. 56-50.
Just checking the radar to see how far the rain and it's coming. We better.
Last kick was one of the best by Mesh. He hammers this one, drills it right down Main Street. And I'm going to tell you, we got all our commercial breaks in. We will not go to commercial again in this one. Not going to miss a thing. 57-50, the Trojans have the lead in double overtime. You go to overtime number 3, you got to go for 2 at that point.
Yeah, this is shades of
in the third.
The Arkansas LSU game when how many went?
7.
7 overtimes.
7 overtimes, and I watched most all of them. Fell asleep during some of them, woke back up, fell asleep. If you're asleep in this one, you're missing a good one. Whether you've watched us on Boxcast, Facebook, or YouTube, we thank you for doing that here at 446 Sports. We are excited to bring you high school sports just like the one you've got tonight. Week 10, the week that doesn't want to end. Ozark back under center. Trying to draw the Trojans off and does not. Now Ozark will go back and look over and get a play. He does a little check with me at the line. He's saying, all right, toss to Cadillac. Okay, what do you know? Toss to Cadillac. Cadillac running around, runs out of gas there at the 5.
Just we're looking at the radar here. There's a big line of storms coming, but it's still over outside of Jasper, Texas, so we should be good unless it goes to midnight or later.
Don't have my phone with me, so I'm not even sure what time it is.
We're at 9:51 and counting.
9:51, 57-50 Trojans have the lead. If West Ouachita scores right here and ties it up, they would go back on offense.
Need a strip or something here. Cadillac deep in that eye again. Look for him go to the wide side. No,
handoff goes to the fullback up the middle. Trojans defensive line stiffens up and no going. It'll be 3rd down. Jeremiah Jeffers right, Aiden Walker, that entire interior line rushing was there. Watch the play up the middle as that defensive unit just
good adjustment right there at the end. Defensive tackle moved into the gap that time and was
3rd down and goal to go here in overtime number 2. My, oh my.
Fans definitely got their money's worth tonight on this one for sure.
Back under center goes Ozark.
Need a fumble right here.
Cadillac behind him. There's the toss to Cadillac. He sees pay dirt spinning around, and the Cadillac is into the end zone. Cadillac forward. Touchdown on 3rd and 4. I'm numb to the horn now. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I thought that was a train coming by.
Now
they decide they might go for 2 here.
Well, I've got to believe that West Ouachita is ready to put this one to bed here. They call the timeout, and I dare say they're not calling the timeout to talk about the extra point.
No, it's a 2-point play. They're going to give it their best shot. And
when we come back, this will be for the win. You got to believe that West Ouachita is getting this timeout to go for 2. I'm telling you, this is the only reason that I see them calling it. And what better way for this?
Well, and if I was a betting man, who's the number 1 running back you got? Of course, the quarterback.
That option from Ozark has been solid. the inside misdirection handoff to Clampett has been solid.
So either way, you're going to have to get penetration.
Here comes that offensive unit back out on the field. This is for all the marbles. 57-56. West Ouachita set to go for two. Let them hear you out there, Trojan fans.
I can't see them throwing it, but you never know.
Ozark under center, I formation for the Chiefs, and timeout for the Trojans. And why not in this one? Oh, my goodness. Chuck, you want to take a commercial? Heck no, you don't. Leave it right there. Don't touch that button.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
telling you, I've spent more time with the West Ouachita radio crew than I have my wife today. This is unbelievable. That's
and I'm sweating up here, and the air conditioning blowing 60
Right.
degrees.
Well, I will say I'm about 7 minutes from the house, if that makes you guys feel any better. It does not. 57-56, too much action to recap. We'll just reset it. 2-point conversion. If West Ouachita gets it, that's the ball game. They finish the season at 6-4. Trojans go to 4-6. If the Trojans make the stop here, both squads finish at 5-5. This is for all the marbles. Get up, Trojans defense. Glad that you're here watching this one with us on 446. Ozark under center. Toss goes back to Cadillac.
Touchdown. 2 points.
Cadillac walks into the end zone, and it is 58-57. Trojans with their first losing season in a lot of years, and heartbreak on the seniors. But my, oh my, a dejected bunch of Trojans out on the field just left their heart and soul out there, down by 20. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back and recap this one for you momentarily. Don't go anywhere. 58-57, West Ouachita wins it. We'll be back for the Ash Trojan wrap-up show on 446 Sports.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin.
It's the same play they've run all.
An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Lock On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
And we are back to J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium, and I'm as dumbfounded in this one, not from play calling, not from anything other than just I'm at a loss for it. The Trojans have put on so much fight throughout the season. They will fall to 1-4 in district play and 4-6 overall. Will come in at probably the 22 or 23 seed. We'll go on the road next Friday night. You'll know where they're going sometime early in the morning. Things won't be official until Sunday, but there's a good chance that we head way down south to New Orleans area. You know, and that's the tragic thing of the select and non-select this year, Coach, because you could just about imagine the way the playoff gods are that you would have ran into West Ouachita somewhere in the playoffs.
Yeah, they've definitely impressed me. I've never seen them play that well, and once again, the Trojans, you know, first half boogaboos all year. We've come out and got behind the 8 ball, give them credit. They came back and fought diligently in the second half, but you got to give credit to West Ouachita. They made the plays when they had to and came out with a victory. And I just hope that Coach Bachman and the rest of the staff can get these guys up to play because they've got a decent football team. It's just, they're that close on, catching the ball, a play tackle here, a fumble there, and it's, but that's the difference in championship teams and teams that are not. So
if you took the over at 114.5, you cashed your ticket on this one. 115 points in this game.
I had no idea they would score that many points.
Capped off by that 2-point conversion from Cadillac Ford, who has been revving his engines all night. Sorry about the cheesy, corny pun, but that's all we can do in this one. The Trojan defense left their heart out there. The offense fought every step of the way. And my oh my, where the Trojans end up, I don't know. They may drop. Let's see, on the power ratings, I don't know that they'll necessarily drop down below maybe 21 or 22. But you're looking at a St. Paul's team, perhaps. Brother Martin, Edna Carr is lurking around there. My oh my, Coach, we'll be back at Walk-Ons on Thursday night. That we know. And it'll be, and that will be a Friday night. We'll talk about tonight's game. No, I doubt we talk about tonight's game.
That would be one. He'd probably want to forget this one.
At all. For those of you that went back and watched this on that 2.5-hour ride home, well, you're getting into the fourth quarter right now. It's still a lot of football to go. Now, I just, look, and take this opportunity while we've still got a lot of viewers on to explain that the reason behind 446 Sports is that this is a ministry that we have. It comes from Ephesians 4, verse 4 through 6. It says we have one calling, and that calling is unto the Lord. And that's why we do what we do each and every Thursday and Friday and Tuesday and Wednesday, whenever we're on there. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the follow, and smash that bell, and you'll know whenever we go live here on 446 Sports. Got to believe this could be the final home game for the Trojans this season unless they put on a magical run that gets us into the quarterfinals. That'd be the only way. But I'm a believer, and I hope to see you here then. For my man Chuck Perkins, who's producing. Chuck, thank you for everything that you've done this season. We're in the playoffs now. A long way to go before this one is done. Roger Walker, Brett Stallsby taking care of us here. The camera, or the rain, kind of forced us inside. My man Ernie Lott, Coach, it's been a great season, and thank you for all that you do as we get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and look forward to hopefully the Trojans make a run.
That'll wrap it up here for us from J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium. As always, we thank you for watching 446 Sports. I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night. We'll see you next time.